and then we're going to do the winners match, we're going to do the losers match, and then we're going to do the up and down match, which will cement the final placement. So
Yeah.
now, right here, we have in the red, in the lower left, we have not status. Who
Ooh.
is actually status.
He
Indeed.
is, and he is actually second to Goblin only on the previous circuit. He won one of them and finished top 3, if I'm not mistaken, in one of them. So yeah, he was by points second in the last circuit, and let's see if this player can actually manage to secure more points this time around. This circuit is going to be with 4 um,
And
4 weeks, yeah, to
And-
conclude.
And upper right in the blue with the Zerg, we have Tsanibus, my personal friend and someone who I'm a huge fan of, not only because he plays my race, Zerg, but because I've been invited onto his cooking show. I remember I made meatballs on his cooking show.
Wow,
Yeah.
those must have been tasty.
Oh,
rather.
those were really good. I'll show you the VOD later, dude. Those were
Alrighty,
good.
we have a classical Zerg versus Protoss matchup though. Aliens versus aliens, as I like to call it, and let's see who the better alien race is here. Of course, we have a big favorite in the face of Statis, but as you said, Tsanibus, he's an old school type of player. He has been around basically since the opening days of StarCraft 2. Back in the day, 2010, even before that, of course, Brood War and the other strategies. And this guy knows his stuff, so I'm interested to see how he approaches this matchup against Tatis, because Tatis is a very dangerous opponent. We saw him playing with a lot of Mass Blinkstalker Oracle type of builds in the previous BGE Balkan circuit, so I'm interested if that tendency keeps on developing here. As for Tsanibus goes, I know that he is a very good Roach player, so I'm interested to see what type of attack he will choose to do.
I see from the flare that Tsanibus is apparently still a part of this epic Bulgarian team called Litri,
Yeah.
LI3, or for those of you who aren't Bulgarian, that means liters. I think it refers to the colossal amount of liters of alcohol that the team members have drank over the 20 years that they've been playing StarCraft for.
yeah. Well, their logo is you can just see the logo, right? It's
The Majana. This is what we call this particular type of glass bottle here over here in Bulgaria.
yes. It usually is full with some nice spirits. But for now, though, we need to see hatcheries full of larvae, because soon Tsani is going to be needing a lot of army and a lot of workers in order to overtake.
Okay, we see a third
the
hatch.
Protoss.
This is really good. I like to see these macro plays. I'd really love to see a longer game. I want to see Tsanibus's macro, and I want to see his creep spread. I want to see how his mechanics are, because I haven't closely observed one of his matches in quite a while.
Yes, that's true, but talking about the longer game, I see that Statis actually wants to play maybe a shorter game, because he's already going for the Glaive Adepts upgrade. I would like Tsanibus to maybe send one of his overlords deeper in Statis' territory in order to confirm what type of tech choice the young Greek player is going for, as we all know that the Glaive Adepts can be very dangerous and potent if you haven't scouted them. Of course, Roaches counter them beautifully, and I like the timing of Tsanibus' Roach Warren here.
Yeah, Roach Warren is down. Link speed is already up. He's droning up heavily. He's also getting another gas. So I'm definitely seeing Tsani gearing up for this late game. And by the way, we are. Oh, I see Kotsuto No Thanks in chat. Hey man, how's it going, brother? Just such a giant pillar of the Bulgarian StarCraft community. No thanks. One of the first people that I got introduced to in the StarCraft community. So
Yes.
big up to him. Big up to him. He also did amazing commentary in Star Azagora.
Amazing. And I really
So-
hope that we see him again next year there.
Oh,
It
yeah,
would
definitely.
Be so nice. Yes.
It just wouldn't make sense. Having a StarCraft tournament in Bulgaria without No Thanks would kind of be like having StarCraft with two races. So it's-
Yeah. I completely agree with that. So much love
Okay,
for No Thanks.
a warpin onto the creep, and let's see what's going to happen here. Is he going to warp him away, or is he going to stay here on the third?
Well, one of the queens already falls down, but we have roaches here, so maybe Tsanibus has enough to defend here, but he needs to be very careful. As we all know, the adepts can be very dangerous with their type of movement, right? So you need to be on top of your game, basically, in order to defend against them. Two of them were dropped in the main, and Tsanibus did clear them, but 6 drones fall down already, which is not optimal. Of course, if he manages to clean this up without losing the hatchery, this will be actually a very good position for the Zerg player.
Yeah, 6 drones is a little bit of a economical hit, but if Status loses everything, then I think it will be well worth it for Tsani.
Yeah, of course, he needs to drone up again, and he does actually, so we already can see the experience here on the Zerg side showing up. He started his lair as well.
Can we see the unit count real quick, please?
Of course.
All right, so we see 14. Oh, I'm actually surprised that the Protoss has more workers. I kind of had the gut feeling that that Zerg is ahead in economy-wise, but it appears that's not exactly the case.
Yeah, the Protoss has been boosting probes like crazy, and he is ahead right now. And if he keeps on putting the pressure, that is very good because Tsani will have to react with more army units, right? And that means less drones, 3 more fall down right now, but 12 more in the production tab. Tsanibus is going to replenish his losses almost straight away.
Yeah, man, I just love this. Like, I love this about Zerg. Just the ability to transform like 20 or 30 larvae into like whatever at the drop of a hat is just such an advantage.
Yeah, the Warp Prism though is still alive here, and it can still be a menace. I think that it will warp in another round of Adepts. There they are. 4 Adepts can go into the Warp Prism, and they will unleash hell on this natural mineral line, but Tsanibus though...
He seems to be aware of it. Like, this guy, he just has eyes on the back of his head, it seems like.
Yeah, that's true. Well, Zerg players, you know, they have the map hack, which is the creep, so they need to push it further and further ahead in order to scout the attacks as early as possible. But this Prism though...
more drones are gonna fall, not that many, just 5.
Because it skipped the natural and went straight to the main, and Tsanibus had no defenses there already, so good call by Status actually to attack there. And another thing I want to point out...
Oh, Spire goes down, dude.
Yeah, that's good, but his Blinkstalker army is already so massive. This is what I wanted to say, and this is a little bit scary, right? Because
I think this might even be it, dude. That is a huge amount. I didn't even realize how quickly he just amassed that up.
Yeah,
like, with proper control and this Warp Prism and just a bunch of Warp Pins to reinforce. I mean, this is a huge army looking at the face of Tsani right now.
Absolutely, but he's morphing in the Ravagers, 10 more Roaches on the way.
I see Banelings, a few Banelings are morphing as well. Those could be very, very crucial in this situation right here. He just needs to buy a little bit of time.
These are Ravagers.
Okay.
Yeah, but we're ring on the go. Yeah, I think that the force fields here are amazing. Let's see this Status push here. Tsanibus is trying to defend as hard as possible. The sentries are falling down, but the Stalkers are staying strong and proud, and they're crushing the lines here. Tsanibus' defenses are left.
And GG.
In shambles, and this will be GG. Status will get the lead here in this best of 3 series.
Okay, that was a good start to the day. That was an exciting game. Pretty quick.
Pretty quick. You said that you want to have a little bit of a longer game.
Yeah, I would. I'd love to see that.
But Status, maybe he's like in a rush. Maybe. Let's see some of the best moments from the previous game. Yeah, basically this is the push, right? The final push. I really like the sentry usage here.
Do you think these force fields actually did anything? Like, I don't think they did too much. Like, the units were just ranging on, like, across them. There were no links to get blocked, pretty much. So.
You're correct, but still though, it makes it more difficult for the Roaches. Stalkers have the superior range either way, so whenever they're shooting from behind, they're feeling good.
Do you think it came down to information? Because I think that if Tsani had like 30 more seconds of beforehand knowledge about like this huge army that was racing across the map towards him, maybe he could have done something. Maybe he could have put down a couple of creep crawler or like
I think it came down to macro. I believe that Statis's macro was just amazing. You saw how tempo oriented he was in his
Yeah.
playstyle, right? He put an early pressure timing with the adepts, but that wasn't a no-win type of timing. Behind that, he secured the third base. He chrono boosted the workers, and we found ourselves in a mid game where the Protoss was leading. And with that, he had enough gateways, more than enough stalkers, and we saw the results.
Hold up. Is the game starting?
In just a little bit.
Can you guys hold a couple seconds?
Yeah.
I want to jump in and observe as well. Like I wanna be.
In the game.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna jump in the game as well.
Absolutely, yeah. Let's give Mr. Jonka
Yeah,
the
because
time to get into the game
yeah,
himself.
there were a couple of times where I wanted to
check something
check
yourself.
something. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You can always kind of like elbow me, show this.
Yeah, but I'd much rather have it on
Yes,
here as well. So
yes.
you guys just give me admin. Just give me 1 second. In the meantime, let's tell everyone again about the upcoming LAN event.
Yeah. The upcoming LAN event is a monumental event in my eyes because we have a second edition of the BG Stara Zagora tournament, and I really hope that we can inspire the players to play because this year so far are kind of
We have announced that.
StarCraft 2 is a little bit in trouble, I believe, because there is no official season announced right now, and I'm very sad about that. But at least I'm happy that we have our tournament announced. So at least there, people will have the opportunity to come see their favorite or some of their favorite players play live.
It's so slim in terms of like StarCraft tournaments. So I'm so proud that BGE is like one of the bigger ones that's
Yeah.
happening. I mean, I feel like our country is fighting the good fight to keep
Oh, yeah.
RTS alive. So
Yeah.
I'm so proud of everyone that's getting involved.
Yeah,
So,
Bulgaria has a very passionate community. We might not be the biggest country or the biggest community in the world, but the passion here is amazing. And I think that all the players and the international fans that came to the previous Stara Zagora tournament actually felt that.
Yeah.
And I actually was talking with a lot of the people, and they said that. So that makes me very, very happy. And I'm super excited about the next BG tournament for sure.
Yeah.
I'm very excited about the upcoming match as well, though, because now we are going to jump straight to Frostline, where Mr. Statis is going to try to expand his lead. Of course, it's a best of 3 format, so if Statis manages to win here, then he is going to be going to the winner's match. On the other side, though, we have a Zerg versus Zerg, Almighty versus Nitix. They are waiting on match 2. So I'm very happy to see both Nitix and Statis here as the GM's representatives, and of course big thanks for Tsani Bus and Almighty. They have been super consistent and they have been supporting our tournament by playing in it basically every week, so much love to everybody that has signed up. And of course guys, all of you that are watching, as you can see, there is nothing scary, right? So you can also participate in the tournament by signing up on our website, bge/starazagora.com.
Yeah, and if you're watching this and you have a friend who's into RTS, or especially if it's a StarCraft player who maybe isn't aware of these tournaments, just link him to us, make them register and sign up and play. It's free, and it's so great to have more and more players. By the way, I want to shout out this Brood War themed skin that Tsani is using. I mean, just
it's gorgeous.
seeing the hatchery like this just brings me back memories from 20 years ago.
It's gorgeous, right? And there is one mode right now in StarCraft 2 actually where you can play against Brood War units. And because I have these skins as well, the Brood War skins, sometimes when I'm playing, for example, the StarCraft 2 Zerg on this Evo mode, and they scout me and they think that I'm StarCraft Brood War Zerg, so they prepare their defenses in the wrong way, so to say, so it can be actually very tricky if you're using that on this mode. But here it's the standard StarCraft 2 matchup, so it doesn't matter what skins you're using. Basically, we all know what is playing what.
Alright guys, status again, Protoss, upper right, Tsanibus, Zerg, lower left. It's game 2. It's going to be 1-0. Status is up 1. That's the Protoss player. And now let's see. Let's see if Tani can bring it to an even Steven 1-1 or what. Here on the units tab, we see about neck and neck in terms of economy. Both the players have their naturals. I see Tani is dropping down his third hatch at his third. By the way, what do you think of this choice for third? Is this the default choice for third on this map, or would you consider the one to the right of the main as well?
I would consider both of them. In all honesty, I really don't like this map for Zergs because after the 5th base it becomes very tricky to actually choose a location. So maybe expanding towards the upper side of the map is better, because if you manage to cover this and this base, then you can kind of expand to the 12 o'clock location. But yeah, we have to see, because for example, if the Protoss player decides to make his base here, it will be way closer to the Zerg, right? So maybe it is a little bit of a gamble in this way, because Protoss players, they like to be closer to Zergs, right?
Do you see that Dark Shrine?
No, I didn't. Oh, actually, yeah.
We have some shenanigans going on. There's a Dark Shrine putting down, getting put down by Status.
It's in a perfect location.
Yeah, I don't think that's getting scouted.
No, it isn't. The Overwatch is already going inside, and keep in mind, he will see here the Twilight Council, which is great, right? Okay, I'm scouting you, you're going the same tactic as you went last game, but no, this time around there will be the Dark Templars in the mix.
Do you think he's making the Zealot legs just in order to bait?
Yes.
As in just to say, hey, I got this for the Zealot upgrade, I'm not planning any shenanigans. Now, let's see how Tani reacts. Do you think he's going to put down detection?
He really needs it, but I don't think that he's...
It's going to be instantly over, I think. He's just going to warp the DTs in, and it's going to be over, dude.
Yeah, I don't think he's aware what is going on right now. He needs the layer.
This just might be a build order win, dude.
We'll see though, because Tinebus already has some Spore Crawlers. This is something that I wanted to see if is available for the Zerg player, and at least he will have some sort of detection, right? Now he needs an army and a quick lair. But let's see, the War Prism is already coming, and I believe that Tinebus is thinking that he's playing against Adepts. There is no Spore Crawler here. Okay, right now.
Yeah, there isn't. There isn't. Yeah, that's what I was searching for.
Right now he's building one.
Okay, yeah, there it is.
It's going to be late, I believe.
Yeah, it is. It is. Oh my! This just. Oh, he's gonna try to surround it and body block. Oh my God! Good reaction on the body block. Oh, that is gonna be so close.
Oh, but it fell.
It's done. It's done.
It's done.
I think it's done.
Yeah, this base is basically.
Okay, but the spore is complete. The spore is complete on the the main and natural. So, all right, third's gonna go down clearly, but I believe Tani's gonna be able to stabilize from this. But it is a blow. This is definitely a blow.
It's a huge blow, yeah. And
but then again, from this situation, if he just presses the production button and goes for a counter, he could equalize with the proper counter, I think.
Well, yeah, but he needs to attack basically right now. And the thing is that if he attacks right now, there is no lair. Ooh, the War Prison! Oh, the War Prison is so low! Oh my goodness, maybe one more round of shots from the Queens would have taken it down. Unlucky here for Tinebus. But what I was going for is, if Tinebus, for example, counterattacks right now, he isn't going to be able to defeat the Protoss defenses. Why? Because even a single DT can stop all of these roaches. There is no mobile detection here for Tinebus. He needs the lair for that. He needs the overseers, and now he is starting the lair, but behind that we already see a very potent third base here from the Protoss, and yeah, he's building up more gateways, he's adding up more gas stations, so I believe that the next round is going to be very scary, and we already see here the 4 Dark Templars are actually morphed into Archons, and they're going to start clearing overworlds, which is very nasty.
Archons just so good against Zerg.
Yeah.
That splash, just always, they've always been so good at cooking biologicals.
Yeah.
Blink is also done. Let's see what the Stalker count is right now.
14.
Alright, 14 Stalkers with Blink. That is not something to scoff at.
No, and the number is just going to get more and more. 7 more are being warped in.
How about upgrades?
Upgrades wise, we have the Blink, and we don't have a forge just yet here for the
Is there an Evo?
Protoss. No. Okay, there is one. Just now it started up the +1 upgrade for the roaches. So if Tiny Boost manages to hold on to this game for a little bit longer, he will have the upgrade advantage here. But the Protoss army is already here, and it is knocking on the door. So, do we have enough roaches to actually defend? Most of the roaches are turned into Ravagers. They're not shooting. We need more army here.
Oh man, I think we're just gonna see a repeat of game one.
Yeah,
this
I think you're
push
right.
is not, isn't it? Just looking at the supply, it's already like getting skewed in.
Yeah, well,
yeah, that's
very strong Protoss player, very strong PvZ wise, as we know. We have already seen like that, but still the Diamond player, the Platinum players, they're signing up because they want to play in a competitive setting. And yeah, I want to invite each and every one of you that is watching to apply for next week's
yeah, man. Of course, you gotta be the change you want to see. If you want to see a better competitive scene in Bulgaria for RTS, then you come and you be part of it. You be part of that change. And coming up now, guys, my favorite matchup, a ZVZ. Right here in the lower left, we have Nidix.
The one and only Paige Ivanov.
On the upper right, in the yellow, we have another Zerg, that is Almighty.
Almighty.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
Let's see. Now let us see the difference in build orders. I'm very excited to see this. If there's going to be a huge difference, okay, we see the timings on the first hatch, pretty standard. There's not going to be a lot of deviation there.
Yeah, which is actually a little bit surprising. I was probably... I was thinking actually that Almighty would go for a very aggressive cheese against Nitix, but he's going standard play, at least for the openers, which I respect quite a lot. Because playing against an opponent with such a big name on the scene, right, like Nitix is, it can be a little bit stressful, but as we can see, Almighty, with actually his experience in playing in all these tournaments, is going to go for the second base, and he is going to be playing from there. And until things develop, Mr. Jonker, I want to ask you about your adventures in the international StarCraft 2 scene, because I saw some interviews that you did with players like Rogue, which was amazing.
Yeah, I've been extremely fortunate to be able to be invited to IEM Katowice a number of times as a gaming journalist. My passion, as I said earlier, has always been StarCraft. So even though there were a bunch of tournaments in different games, I spent most of my time in Katowice covering StarCraft. I had the pleasure of meeting my idols, you know, both in terms of players and in terms of commentators. I got to hang out with Tastosis. I got to interview great players like probably at least half of the Codes GSL players from back in the day. So yeah, that was a huge privilege. Shout out to ESL and to everyone who made that possible for me. So yeah.
Yeah, I have been to Katowice personally 2 times. I didn't do interviews, but at least I have pictures with the players, which is a very nice memory for me. And it's always super nice to see your favorite players that you watch so much from the screen, right? Live. When you get to meet them, when you get to shake their hand, when you get to actually thank them for all the beautiful moments you have experienced because of them, it is a special moment indeed. And this is what we are doing with the Belgians Elite Stars Agora LAN tournament, right? And one of the highlights there is that you can actually get to chat with the players. You can actually get a picture with them, and I think it's such a nice thing to have. LANs are something different.
See, coming back to the game real quick, on the production tab, as you can see, we have the Baneling Nest completing for Nidix, and no Baneling Nest even started for Almighty. And I think in ZVZ, the Baneling is probably one of the most crucial units.
Oh yeah, but actually there is the link run by here. Nitix sent some of his links forward, but Almighty has enough links here, which is great to see that he's going to defend the initial push.
He's going to easily hold.
But you're right though, without Banelings it's going to be very difficult, and what the yellow Zerg needs to do right now, oh my goodness, is build maybe a Roach Warren.
Oh, that was almost such a huge hit. Like, look at all this lost mining time, though. Look at all this lost mining time. A little bit of missed micro here on the drone transfer as well.
Yeah, but still though, we have more drones for Almighty, and let's not forget that this is the game of drones, right? So more drones, more money, more potential in the army size. Of course, we need the Roach Warren ASAP basically, and we have it. It's planted right now. Let's wait and see if Almighty can hold on though, because Nitix
Oh,
is
this
not
hatch.
joking
This
here.
hatch might be. Yeah, this hatch is going down.
Without Banelings, it's very difficult to defend. But Almighty is he has to he needs to
He
be
doesn't
careful.
see it.
No.
Okay, he saw it.
He saw it. But still, though, 5 drones go down, and his advantage is gone. There is a hole here in the wall. No, this hole
They're
here.
These three are just gonna roll through. But
No, with no bailing speed, it's going to be.
by the way, what's the
difficult.
prerequisite? Sorry for my rusty meta, but like, what's the prerequisite for Baneling speed? Is it?
No, it isn't used that much in the ZVZ matchup. Investing in bailing speed can be a little bit.
Man, I love to see them rolling.
Yeah.
They hating.
Yeah, everybody that is not Zerk is kind of hating the Banelings. I actually like them very, very much.
Yeah, I love Banelings,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. When they explode, it's so beautiful.
You guys remember that old school song? Banelings, Banelings, Banelings.
Oh,
That was so much fun. Man,
man, I
early.
don't bait me to sing on stream.
No,
bruh.
we're not singing on stream.
Don't bait me to sing on stream. I don't want to chase the viewers.
But like,
away.
remember all those beautiful like memes and songs and everything? Like when StarCraft was popping off a lot more. Like,
Ooh, counterattack
so
though.
much
Let's
fun.
just see. Let's just see here because the queen is going to fall down.
I don't think that's gonna do anything. I mean, that's hella defenses for
But
Nitix.
still though, one queen falls down is nice damage here. The Lynx are roaming still. They need to be careful with the roaches though. Behind that we see that already we have the +1 attack started here for Almighty. He has a Roach Warren himself, but he doesn't have the third base, which is basically the biggest difference.
Oh, here Status, who we watched in the previous game, said in chat, just want to say, by the way, guys, I came to Bulgaria recently. Everyone's so welcoming. Everything was cool. I loved it. Huge love to Bulgaria. Thank you.
So nice.
Thank you, neighbor. I can say the same about Greece. I've actually
Sure.
Lived a few years in Greece.
Oh
and,
yeah.
I
You did.
actually speak Greek as well. I've went to Greek school for 1 year.
Ευχαριστώ.
So yeah, Evcharisto Polifile.
Mm.
So yeah, I said thank you, friend, to
Yeah.
Status, and yeah, everyone. Just if you're a fan of gaming, or even if you're just a fan of hospitality and you want to travel to an interesting and cool and very safe country, just feel free to come to Bulgaria, and you can even time it to come in June, so you can watch some highest level StarCraft.
And then
over
go
here.
to Greece maybe.
And then maybe go to Greece for the
Yeah,
seaside for their
yeah.
amazing seas and beaches and islands. Yeah, that would be a really good Euro trip for anyone interested.
Oh my goodness, now I want to do this stream. In all honesty.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, after the tournament we can go to the
Hey,
season.
Status, tell you what, we'll host you here in Bulgaria, and then you host us somewhere cool in Greece.
Yeah, I think he will be down for that. Of course, there is a little bit of a delay on the stream, but he will hear it very shortly. And we see a very cool technology here by Nitix. He's going to use the Nidus Canal, which is something that I really love about the Zerg race. The Nidus Worm is just so good.
Lurker Den going down for Almighty, which I love.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I love that. Lurkers are really, really tactical units, and you can get like a huge return on your investment with them if you use them correctly, or if your opponent just disregards them, which people sometimes do. And you can't, like when they're burrowed, you can't really easily tell how many exactly there are.
Sure.
So it's easy to like kind of disregard them a little bit, and then you kind of eat your foot.
Yeah, that's true. Even without the upgrades, Lurkers can be very scary in the ZVZ matchup. But the Knights, no, it was a drop lord here. Dropped several Banelings and they exploded 13 of the drones here in the main. The action is ramping up very quickly, and we can see the...
Oh, the Nidus. I was looking at this Overlord here. I was sure that this is waiting for the Nidus. I mean, Nitix has been non-stop pressure this entire time. He's been aggro, aggro, aggro. And let's see, does Almighty see where the... No, he doesn't. He has no idea, dude.
Oh, he will now though, and he will see.
Oh, his lair might go down. His lair is probably gonna go down.
Bro, his base is going to go down. Look at how many roaches are
Oh,
swarming
that is-
in here. They're on Almighty's territory.
And the supply is just... I just
Yeah.
now realized this
Yeah.
one is pretty much over, guys.
Yeah. But still though, Almighty He's putting up a fight. Let's see. Let's see. Because he has the Roaches, he has the Ravages, he's going to climb up. Will he be able to defend the Roaches here by Nitix? Well, maybe those in the main, yes, but still more are swarming in the natural. The drones are now on fire.
Yeah,
Some
this
of
is
them
pretty much
fall.
over.
Oh, yeah, and I believe that you're correct, Mr. Jonka, as we see the GG come out of Almighty.
Yeah, nice try, Almighty, but it was pretty clear that Nitix is in very good shape today. He
But-
was all over the place.
But still, Almighty, he tried to get a ninja base as well because he saw that the third base location is going to be non-stop harassed by Nitix. So he was like, okay, I'm just going to hide a third base somewhere, and if it lives, right? It will give me an economy boost. But Nitix, he picked up the pace very quickly, and I really liked his drop with the banings, the 4 banings that killed 13 drones right before the match ended, and then, of course, the Nidus and the swarming of the Roaches. Just a beautiful tempo out of Nitix.
All right, let me just get into the next one. Man, oh man, that was really nice to see. I love those EVZs.
Yeah, ZVZ is super cool matchup. It's actually one of my favorite to watch.
And they're so volatile. I mean,
Yeah.
just 1 minute everything is going kind of neck and neck, and
Yeah.
then we talk about Greece and the beach for like
Yeah.
30 seconds, and then I look back and it's like 185 to 90 supply. I'm like, all right, this happened.
Yeah, that's true. But for example, even on the highest level, right? When I watch Zero and Trainer play the ZVZs, they are so cool to watch. It's like neck to neck. One game to the one guy, one game to the other guy, and it's like that basically every time, you know. And ZVZ, for me, is one of my favorite matchups to watch.
Yeah.
The other one, TVZ, I like a lot, you know, when the mighty Terrans are shooting against the scary Zerglings.
I'm a little bit, I have to admit, I mean, sorry guys, I know it's 2024, but I'm a little bit racist towards Terran.
It's 2025.
Oh, it's 20. Oh, Happy New Year, by the way.
So now you can be maybe a little bit more friendly towards the Terrans in this year, or you're like, I doubt it. Huh? What scarred you though? What scarred you?
Marines.
Marines.
You don't get to have, like, I mean, come on. You don't get to have your tier 1 unit cost 50 minerals, be so fast, be ranged, be able to shoot ground, be able to shoot air, be able to get stimmed, be able to get shields. I mean, come on, be able to get healed. But just get lost, dude. What is it? Marines?
Yeah, Marines are
Disgusting.
Especially when they are in the hands of, for example, Clem, or for example KDI, our admin. We call him the Bulgarian Clem sometimes.
Oh.
Yeah.
The Bulgarian Lisan al-Ghaib.
Yes.
All right, so let's see this one. We have Nitix in the lead with 1 point. Let's see if Almighty is going to be able to even this one out.
Yes, let's see indeed. Nitix is going to be playing with the blue again, but Almighty is going to be playing with the red cover this time. Maybe he is going to be a little bit more aggressive now. Let's see, but this is the beautiful Bellum against Elite Star Zagora logo. I just love it. Maybe Bellum Gens actually, because I hear that the most of the English native English speakers call it Bellum Gens.
1-0, yeah.
Yeah, for Nitix. He is leading. He is on match point.
And the winner of this series is going to be going up against Status, yeah.
But the loser is going to be going against Tsanibos.
Okay, we're going to be casting all matches.
Today.
So, you're going to see all the action.
Yeah, I love that actually. I love that. When we can show all of the games, I really like that.
Yeah, the previous one that last year when you were casting, there were some matches that got played off stream that I really wanted to see.
Yes.
So yeah, this is definitely the format that I prefer for.
Yeah,
for
but
the
we have
best
a
viewing
one-day
experience.
format, so when there are like more players, it's a little bit difficult to stream everything.
True.
Still though, I'm very happy that today we have this opportunity, but I really hope that for next week we will have even more.
And guys, you gotta understand, we wish we were the GSL and we had like a steady number of like hundreds of players, so we could have like a consistent format. But it really depends on how many players we get on the sign-ups and on the check-ins, because sometimes if we get fewer players, it's better to do a different type of format. So, but then again, it's kind of like a lottery. You never know what to expect. You tune in to one of these weekly streams, and you know, what's it gonna be? Is there going to be a bunch of players? Is it just going to be a few? Is it going to be a GSL format? Is it going to be like a double elimination bracket?
yeah.
You know, who's going to be casting? Is it going to be Exalted? Is it going to be Jonka? Is it going to be someone else? You know, we're going to keep you on your toes and keep tuning in and let your friends know.
Absolutely. Let your friends know about the beauty that is StarCraft
Okay,
2.
we see 4 of these little lings here harassing the third, but they're going to get opposition from another 4 blue lingies here.
Yeah, but
Link speed is going to be finishing for both players within a couple seconds of each other, but it's just these crucial few seconds for Link speed that Nitix got. See, it was like 10 seconds quicker, and that made all the difference in that little Link fight over there.
yeah, that's true. But still, Almighty has enough drones, enough links here to defend. What I want to see from him is transition to another technology, maybe a little bit faster, because as we already see, Nitix is building the Roach Warren.
Both players have like a bunch of links out in this early game.
Yeah, as they should, Links are super important. I believe that the Nitix does have a little bit more, 28 to 22. But Almighty will have an upgrade advantage. He already has the Evolution Chamber up with the plus 1 melee attack coming up.
What's really interesting to see is like both these players have really good game sense because they're playing tit for tat. You know, the one sees the other one's droning, he doesn't stay behind. The one sees that the other one has a bunch of links, doesn't stay behind, because if you fall behind in one of these like areas, it's really easy for your opponent to capitalize on that and just pull the entire game out from under you like a rug, especially in these mirror matches. So yeah, it's really good to see a good game sense on the part of both these players. And is Nitix gonna be able to snipe this hatch?
Ah, he's so close,
I would commit. I would just throw all these. Yes. Good read from Nitix. He had exactly enough damage. Yeah, that was really cool. Now that's a blow. Like that's a blow, guys. That's a blow. Losing your third like that, and he got supply blocked through that as well. So yeah, Almighty definitely hurting over that. I'm sure he's not happy.
But he really tried his best to defend.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
But honestly, it was a misstep on his part to not have his units close enough, because he knew that this amount of links could descend on his base at any time, and he left it kind of naked.
Man, Jonka, I hear your voice in my headset, and I'm just so addicted to it. Please do talk more. Yeah.
I get that a lot. Thanks, though.
Yeah, I'm sure actually. Yeah, I think you're the sound of some commercials, maybe.
Oh yeah, I'm very fortunate to have at least 60 radio commercials in circulation right now on Bulgarian radio, as well as being the official voice for like Forbes Bulgaria and like a bunch of like pretty high tier companies. I'm really thankful for their respect and for the opportunity that they've given me to work with my voice. I mean, working with your voice is just such a vibe, dude.
It is such a vibe. I love casting myself. But for example, when I go on like long casting session sprees, like when I'm covering, for example, the World Cup, right, and I'm casting on my channel for like 6, 7, 8 hours a day, you really need to be protective of your voice.
Yeah, it is, and it takes a lot of training. Like the reason, like I've streamed on Twitch, as you know, for like over 10 years back in the day, and you know, when you do like 10, 12-hour streams, and it's considered a mistake to shut up for more than 15 seconds, that means you're talking for like 10 hours straight. And that builds up your voice a lot.
Yeah, it does. But
way,
again, you really need to have a technique to protect it.
Almighty bounced back. He lost one of his hatches, but now he's a hatch up.
Yeah, that's true, and he's actually going for a surprise technology here, going for the Spire, but I want to thank the Crankly Ducklings who raided us with a party of 70 people.
Oh, thank you guys, thank you so much.
And hello, welcome to the BGE Star Zagora channel, where we love esports and love StarCraft. Yeah, basically.
Yeah, we do, and for those of you not aware, just coming in, we're from Bulgaria, and last year we were fortunate enough to have a huge LAN tournament featuring some of the best players in the world here in Bulgaria, and we're doing it again this June, so we hope we see you there. If not in person, then at least online.
Oh yeah, and you can check the VODs, of course, of last year. Amazing games were played actually in the Bulgarian scene. But let's get back to this one, because Nitix is losing some drones, but in return he sniped the advantage hatchery, so to say, for Almighty.
I think Almighty did maybe a few.
Ooh, so many links though. They're
What a
going to
surround. Oh, great
oh
surround,
my
great
god, I
surround.
think that Nitix didn't expect this round here and maybe
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
going to lose all his roaches. Great play with the links here by Almighty, showing how dangerous he can be with
Honestly, though,
the link swarm.
this was the only thing that could have saved Almighty. He is so far behind in supply, and that's exactly like before we got raided and spent a few seconds on thanking there. I was exactly going to say that Almighty might be trying to do a little bit too much while being so much behind, because remaking those two hatches, going a hatch above, teching up to Spire, and doing all these things while his opponent is macroing on a lower tech is just such a surefire way to get overwhelmed. And it was a really risky play. And he needs time. He needs time to capitalize on that. And thankfully, thanks to that surround, I think he got half of the time that he needs. But still, he's like, look at the supply, guys. 140 to like 70. It's like double supply. Almighty is going to be fighting a very uphill battle. And
Yes.
I won't be surprised if this game is over within this next push right
Let's
here.
see though, we have the Mutas, but are they enough? Because roaches cannot shoot up, but they have a thick skin, right? And the Mutalisks, they don't really deal that much damage, but still though, 3 more are going to join the fight soon. But let's see how much damage actually can Nitix deal here before the Muta count is out of control.
All right, dude. These mutas are just worth their weight in gold right now. If he manages to hold, this will be great.
Oh yeah, absolutely, but already the Roach Warren is down, the Evolution Chamber is down, now the Hatchery is being fired at. How many Mutas are in the sky? 12 Mutas actually is nothing to scoff at.
Yeah, but it's...
Oh, but the Hatchery falls here,
yeah,
oh no!
yeah, it does, it does.
Yeah, there was just not enough time for the Mutas to clear everything up here,
Oh,
and now...
this queen goes down. At least she got to larva inject before she went.
Yeah, she did her job, that's true, but now Almighty's only chance is to attack straight away. Are there any Hydras here for Nitix? No, there aren't. Of course, his economy is pretty good, but
he's got enough queens to ward off.
4 queens, not that many against 15 Mutas, in all honesty.
Yeah, true that. And there's no spores either.
Ooh, Nitix here, very smart of him to tuck his roaches in the corner to stay hidden against the Mutalisks, because if the Mutas intercepted the roach army right there and then, it wouldn't have reached the other side of the map.
Look at that though. Look at that game sense by Almighty. He's looking for him. It's kind of like he knew they were hiding.
Yeah.
And now the mutas just descend on top of him.
Yeah, this is actually great work by Almighty, because he is buying time for
Yeah,
himself.
the saving grace here, I think, is that roaches are just so tanky. Even if it's like a bunch of, like, this is 15 mutas, and it's still taking them quite a long time, even with the glaives to... Oh, what a fungal!
Wow.
Oh, those
Beautiful.
amazing fungals, dude.
Beautiful. I didn't even see the infestors, brother. And I think that Almighty
yeah,
kind of
that's-
missed them as well. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh no, the Mutas are so
if he would have
bruised
kept
up.
that up, if he would have kept that up, he would have just popped all 15, though.
Yeah, sure.
I'm just so sad to see Almighty just constantly trying to get his supply up a little bit in order to have like a fighting chance in this game, but he just keeps getting shut down, man. Nitix is so on top of everything. He's like everywhere, and like in terms of tech, he's got like these infestors that are already just banking all this energy up.
Ooh, but the counterattack here by Almighty with the links, and let's not forget that these are +2 attack links, so they actually deal substantial damage to the drone line. As we see, 5 of them are falling down, but these links are
Unfortunately,
tight
I think
spot.
this is going to be insubstantial.
That's true, but I like the jabs here and there. Yeah. And I want to thank Lika Labs as well for raiding us. Hello, everybody from their channel. I'm very grateful that you guys are raiding, supporting us, and that you're here. And Happy New Year to all of you that are tuning in just now. I really hope we have an amazing year together. The Mutas here are fighting against the Queens, but the Infestors are here. They're
Oh, those fungals,
throwing
dude.
the fungals,
Oh, yo.
but nice splits here from Mr. Almighty. He really needs to focus the Infestors still though. What is... Oh my goodness, we have a Viper in the
guys,
mix as well.
Exalted is trying to make it exciting for you guys, but I'm just gonna be this guy and tell you this game is over. Like, this game is so over. It couldn't be less over.
Yeah, well, brother, with all the roaches here, I believe that
Yeah.
you're right, and I'm not trying to make the game exciting. It is exciting,
is.
you know, honestly, yeah. But Nitix will manage to get the 2-0 win, and now we are going to have a winners matchup between Nitix and Statis.
Oh, are we not doing the losers one
No,
first?
we are going to do the losers first, but we have.
Okay, yeah.
But we
Our,
have
our
the,
winners match is
yeah.
already set up,
Yeah.
or like it's clear who
It's
gonna
clear,
be.
and I think that it's going to be a very good one because they already played many times.
Yeah, both these players cleaned up
against
their
one another.
opponent 2-0 today.
Yeah.
So they're going in with high spirits.
Yeah.
What's your prediction? Do you think Nitix is going to be able to take status? Status is probably the favorite.
Yeah, I believe
Probably
that
the
Nitix can
favorite. But yeah, I think
take
he can.
everybody.
Definitely,
you know,
yeah, I
on
think
his
so
good
too.
day. Brother, have you seen Nitix stream?
Yo, dude, he is godlike.
He's godlike.
He is
I mean,
godlike.
honestly, with his speed,
Yeah.
I sometimes get dizzy watching him, just watching him, you know. So I think that he can be a contender against anybody. I saw him play live in Katowice against players like Neep, like Ragnarok back then, and yeah, Neep and Ragnarok won, but it wasn't like an overwhelming win. It was close, you know. So I think that Nitix can actually be a contender.
Yeah, I think Nitix's biggest rival is himself. Like when he's on top of his mental, when like there's always so much pressure on
Yeah.
him. Like being the Bulgarian poster child,
Yeah.
you know, is so much pressure on him.
That's true. That's true. That's
So yeah,
absolutely true.
I've seen him in like pre-game situations where he's like, you can see it that he's stressing out, and then sometimes I've seen him so chill and
Oh,
just
yeah,
so
yeah,
composed. So
In Stara Zagora, he was actually very composed.
yeah, exactly. He was so confident.
And I was
there.
very happy to see that because it was his return to playing. For
Yeah.
a long time, he didn't play actually, and I'm super happy that I see him right now. You know, he has always been one of my favorite players.
Same.
And yeah. I really am looking forward to Nitix Statis today, but before that we're going to have a ZVZ again, woo, between Almighty and Tiny Boost, and by seeing how Almighty played against Nitix, oh my goodness, brother, I think that we're going to have a banger, because we know Tiny Boost is very resilient, he's very experienced in the game as well, and I think that we're going to have a very interesting clash here.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a pretty balanced match.
Yeah.
I can't wait to. Oh, and I just now realized there's no Terrence today. Oh, thank God. just me being anti-Terrence.
I like Terrence though. I like
No.
Terrence. You know, I like Terrence. They do with the Marines. No. Not really.
Our admin here is just so sad about me trashing Terrence all day long.
Yeah, maybe he's saying to himself, "You're trashing Terrence. I'm going to trash you in the game with Terrence if we play together."
He will definitely trash me 10 out of 10 games. But then again, let me take that back. I am happy to see Terrence because just the way Marines pop to banelings like popcorn is just so satisfying. So I would love to see some of that. So yeah, let's get a couple Terrence for next Saturday.
Yes, just so their
Right.
Marines can be exploded by Marines.
Yeah. Ooh, like baneling landmines or like lurkers.
Brother, the
So
landmines,
satisfying.
the bailing landmines are such a cool mechanic.
That- I'm sad that we don't see more of that. Like
Yeah.
back in the day, some players would like go crazy with just like trying to figure out places to do baneling landmines and just pop those marine groups walking. So are we going to be throwing it to a little break?
Yes,
before
we
the
are.
next one?
Even though I kind of am so it's so nice to talk to you. So guys, short break to let the players, of course, prepare for their next game. And yeah, we are going to be returning with the ZVZ between Almighty and Tiny Boost. So stay here.
Superstar, got all eyes on you. Man, oh, man, man, man. Oh, what it is that makes me feel like this? Don't know. Gotta be a superstar. All eyes on you. Oh, yeah.
freedom awaits.
That's what's Welcome back. Man, I love this opener, dude.
Yeah, it's very sick.
Shout out to like the Blizzard cinematic department. I love
yeah.
like all Blizzard games have such amazing cinematics, and it's just like sometimes I pop on the StarCraft 2 trilogy, just all the cinematics, and watch them as a movie. Those are so
Oh
great.
yes, brother, me too actually. Yeah. And right now with the development of AI, I'm interested to see what types of content it will give us, because I already see some StarCraft text to video movies. But yeah, as it develops, I think we're going to have a pretty
Bro,
sick content.
Remember that
version.
when that Legacy of the Void cinematic came out, the one
Yeah.
where like everyone's defending that pylon?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my god, dude!
Yeah.
I
Oh,
get
yeah.
chills every time I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
of that. That
What-
was like one of the most epic, like in-game cinematics that I've ever seen.
Absolutely, and when the two high temp were merged into
Yo,
Dark,
like
oh
all
my
of it, just
goodness,
shot
yeah.
per shot. That's just such hype.
It's
Such
it's a
hype.
beautiful game story-wise, not only gameplay-wise, not only sports-wise, but the campaign itself is super fun to play, experience, and see, because I really love the storyline of the characters, and it isn't made like super Disney-like, you know,
Yeah,
like
it's-
Princess Fairy Tale-like. It's actually
It's a dark, gritty, like space western.
yeah,
Great.
absolutely,
It's
absolutely.
great.
Yeah, so we
Yeah,
have
guys, we popped on. Sorry, we popped on a few more minutes on the timer just to give Almighty a few more minutes to
Yeah.
rest up between his games, because
Yeah.
he just finished a best of 3. Now he's going into another best of 3. We want to make sure he's rested up before facing Tani. But I see the players are in game. What were you about to say? Oh, by the way, before we start the game, should we do a few key messages? Because I see a bunch of new people in chat
Yeah.
that just joined. So
hello, new people.
hey, and thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I just want to remind you that Belengen's Elite Stars Agora, the major StarCraft 2 tournament finals are going to be June 4th till 7th here in Bulgaria. Top 4 players from 2024 are invited. That's going to be Clem, Oliveira, Rainer, and Showtime. It's going to be
Yeah.
the same venue, Summer Theater Stars Agora. But a little caveat, we recently learned that Oliveira retired. So
Yes.
a replacement invitee will be announced soon, so stay tuned for that. As we said, the prize pool as well is steadily growing, but it's definitely going to be over 10,000 euro, which is huge for a Bulgarian esports tournament, for a StarCraft tournament as
But
well.
here I want to say something though, because Oliveira retiring is actually a huge blow to the esports, StarCraft 2 esports scene, and even though I already did so in a personal message, I really want to thank him for all the memories and all the matches he has played, and I'm so grateful that he came to Bulgaria last year, brother. He's one of my favorite players of all time, and just seeing him play was a privilege, not only in Bulgaria but in any tournament that he participated in. And this is a sad announcement for us, the fans, but I really want to wish him all the best success in whatever venture he decides to set his sights on. And I just love Oliveira, and I'm sad to see him go from StarCraft 2, but whatever he decides to do, I will always support him. And now we are already inside of the next series, Mr. Jonka, and would you be so kind to actually announce the players?
And oh my goodness, we have a switcheroo over here. We're gonna be seeing Terran, because in the upper left, with the blue Terran this time, we have Almighty. And on the bottom right, as the red Zerg, we have Litri Zanibus.
Nice. Oh my god. So we are not going to have a ZVZ but a TVZ.
Oh,
so I think that Almighty
yeah.
actually heard you.
Yeah,
And
dude.
he was like, Jonka doesn't like the Terrans, I'm going to show him then some Terrans.
You know what? I'm gonna take joy in the fact that I'm gonna see at least a few Marines die today.
Yeah, but I'm interested to actually see his Terran, because we saw his Zerg is actually pretty good for the level he is currently, MMR-wise I'm talking about, of course. Terran, though, it's a very difficult race to play. It's very mechanically taxing, and this is why I believe it's balanced. If it wasn't so difficult to play, I would think the Terran is broken, but yeah, I think that the skill cap here is just very high, so to say.
Yeah,
with
I
this
haven't
race.
seen Almighty off race before, I think. So this is going to be interesting to see. I have no idea what to expect of him and how big his range and his Terran play is.
Yeah, I think of course Tsani is going to be favorite here because Almighty is off racing, and whenever you are off racing, you're not at 100%, right? You have your bread and butter, and yeah, you can be adept with the off race, but we saw even Rainer lose to MSRM, for example, when he was playing Terran, when he was off racing, right, on the
Yeah.
BG Star Zagora stage last year. So off racing is a little bit tricky. You really need to be very confident in your abilities. So let's see what Almighty can do. Already, his first Reaper is out on the map, and he will go and start being as annoying as a mosquito to the Zerg player on the other side of the map. Because Reapers are kind of annoying in the early stages of the game.
Yeah, that's also another disgusting unit. It's kind of like a marine with wings, kind of like a cockroach with wings. It's disgusting.
I love them though. I really like them. With their little cute jetpacks, they're so cute. Especially when they die, right?
What was the
they
name?
kind of
Oh my
explode.
god, it just flew out of my mind. What was the name of the Korean Terran player who put...
Byeon.
Yeah, Byeon. Oh my god, Byeon's...
Beyond's micro actually nerfed, required a nerf. Yeah.
If you know, you know.
yeah, back in 2016 when he won the World Cup,
Yeah.
his Reapers. I watched the finals against
Yeah,
Dark.
me too, yeah,
Dark
yeah.
was like very good back then, but Beyond just absolutely demolished him with the Reapers. Oh, and here we see a cute little Fink out of Almighty blocking Sunny Pussy's third base for as long as possible and actually saving his SCV. So good job.
Right, Link Speed is going to be finishing up momentarily, and that's going to give Tanya a little bit more control on the map.
Yeah, but look at what Almighty is doing though. He's going for a very quick third CC, which I like a lot, and he's building up Hellions.
Yeah, let's see
Oh.
if he's going to instantly float it down to the third. We see the starport going down.
Yeah.
Pretty standard play thus far.
Yeah.
I'm very excited to see what the first unit is going to be out of the starport. Is it going to be the Tech Lab, or is it going to be maybe Medivacs?
Oh yeah, actually that's interesting because we see that Almighty is actually lifting his barracks here. He's building another tech lab, which means that he wants to open up
Yeah,
his tech
yeah.
lab for the starport, and maybe we will see a Raven here
Yeah,
or a
that's-
Banshee. Banshee is probably more common, but Ravens with Hellions push back the creep very well.
And let's see what he's going to start from the starport. This is a critical decision right now. Maybe it could be a Banshee. Maybe he could try that Banshee shenanigans. He's not starting anything, though. I think that's kind of a... He should have planted his resources so that as soon as he landed this starport, like such an early starport with such a tech lab ready for it, he should have capitalized, I think, on that.
Yeah, for now he's not researching anything from the starport, but he's clearing up several creep tumors here, which is nice. It always hurts the Zerg when they lose their first creep tumors, so that's good. And we see Cloak and the Liberator, which is very weird, actually. You know, I would probably think that we will see a Banshee with the Cloak, but no, it's going to be a Liberator.
Sunnybus is
maybe a
on
bunch
top
after
of
that.
his creep spread. Like, he's triple tumoring ahead. So if he keeps on doing that, I think the creep is going to be spreading really good this game.
Yeah, but Almighty has presence here, and he will be circling around to check that. Maybe he will snipe this creep tumor here. Yep, he
Yeah,
will.
he does, he
And
does.
this is very nice. Now he's actually going to dive on the mineral line. Let's see how many drones go down here. Now he put his Hellions in a little bit of a tight spot here. Oh no, but they managed to sneak through past the queens, and actually 6 drones go down. This is not a bad damage out of the Terran player.
If these 3 Hellions survive, then it's going to be very much worth it for him. But I think these Lings might just chase down a couple of them.
Yeah, but aren't there
Two
more
of them
coming?
really low. 2 of them really low.
Okay, yeah, but more Hellions are coming,
Oh.
and these Hellions will survive.
Okay, these Lings got torched. We see a Liberator.
Yeah, the Liberator is here. Actually, Tiny Boost saw that as well. He's doing bailing speed, and he's building a lot of links, so he's going to rely on the link bane composition for now.
Banshee on the way.
Banshee on the
Cloak,
way.
Cloak is done.
Yeah.
So let's see. Has Tani realized what's happening? And
Yeah,
is
he saw the
Oh, he
Liberator.
says he sees. He's got the spores down already, which is great.
But the range of the Liberator is superior, and we will see some drones go down. And yeah, 3 more.
There were some changes to Liberators in this last patch, right? I think they would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't read the patch notes, but from what
How couldn't you?
No,
How couldn't you?
but from what I understood, their spread is now increased, so they're acting a little bit more like aerial siege tanks in this case.
Oh my god, great micro here by Almighty actually. Barbecuing so many of these links is good, but he lost two of his Hellions here. Still though, game is pretty even, 85 to 89 supply.
Yeah, supplies seem
We are going
pretty
to
even.
get a mid game out of these two.
Ooh,
And
double evos from Sani. So he is definitely looking to. Oh, and Hydralisk Den. This just beautiful unit.
yeah, Linkbane Hydra is something very beautiful to actually witness as a composition, and it gives you the ability to actually transition into lurkers very seamlessly. So I really like the Hydralisk Den here, and I would suspect that Tsani Boost is actually going to go for a Hive probably in the next 2 minutes or so.
All right. Oh, I'm surprised though that he got melee attack. I would have assumed he would get ranged attack.
No, because when you're playing with Linkbane Hydra, for example, you really need to upgrade your Links and Banelings. When you receive that +2 Baneling attack, Banelings become so scary, both for
True,
workers
true.
and
Because they start
Marines.
one-shotting if.
Yeah,
yeah.
that is actually crazy good.
That makes sense. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Since Hydras are such a DPS
Yeah.
unit, even without their upgrade, I
Yes.
mean, just if you position them correctly and if you have enough of them, they will melt through anything. And if you have like a couple of melee units to shield them, and you don't lose too many of them, and just start getting that group up, oof. Like the only thing you need is creep, because as you all know, they're just like disabled off creep. But other than that, I mean, Hydras are amazing. I love that unit.
These two benches here decided to go towards the fourth base instead of going for drones.
But look at how many queens are defending over here. I mean,
Yeah, no chance. But this base is already low HP, right? So maybe a
I
second
would
attack here.
definitely do a few transfuses if I was Tani.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
He has
I
he
like
has a
that
bunch
idea.
of energy on the queen, so I would just pop like two preemptive.
Keep in mind though that the Hydralisks, they're not getting the +1 attack upgrade, right? But they do receive their other upgrades, which is the movement speed and the range. So they are very scary unit even without an attack upgrade.
Muscular augments is just a must-have for Hydras. Like being able to get on top of stuff with these Hydras and letting them deal their massive amount of damage is just crucial.
I actually remember back in the day, I think that these two upgrades were combined into one. And those were scary times. Yeah.
By the way, do you know the only thing that turns me off about the Hydras in StarCraft 2 as compared to Brood War is the animation of their attack. Like in StarCraft 2, it's like kind of they spit spikes, you know, whereas in Brood War it was like these nasty green loogies. You remember?
Yeah.
That
Well,
was. I thought that was like much
oh
cooler.
no! Almighty here lost both of his medivacs. He was preparing a two-prong attack, but now it's going to be just a one-side attack. Let's see here.
Oh,
The explosions here are
no.
amazing on both sides, but the Zerg
Oh,
here
this Terran
perseveres.
army just got annihilated, bro. It got wiped off the face of the map, and that puts Sonny in a 30 supply advantage just like that. They were
Oh my
even Steven just before that
God.
engagement.
Yeah, this was nasty.
But on the other side of the map, we see the siege tank era is now starting up, and that is definitely something that these puny Zerg units are definitely vulnerable to. Just a couple of huge tank shots could easily just destroy this army of Tanibus, so he has to be very careful how he advances.
Yeah, and I actually was hoping to see an armory out of Mr. Almighty, so the upgrades for the tanks can start. He has the armory right now, so probably we are going to see some upgrades.
Yo, Hive is already started
Yeah,
for Tani, and
it
I
should.
didn't even notice that the infestation pit has been down. I just didn't see that, but yeah, that's great. Level 2 upgrades for Tani as well are on the way, so yeah, he's been, as you can see, he's been staying on his side of the map a lot. He's been playing a lot more defensively, and in the meantime, he's been building up both his economy, his upgrades, and his unit variety. So even though Almighty has these siege tanks and these base defenses, that's not coming into play too much. And let's see this engagement right here.
Oh, one full Medivac falls without basically dealing any damage, but at least they can enjoy some beautiful beach scenery here. King's Cove is a very beautiful map in my opinion. It reminds me of summer, and I really need summer right now. You know, here in Bulgaria it's very cold, but finally we have snow.
Yeah, today
yeah.
was our first huge snowfall. over here in
finally.
Bulgaria. That's great.
Do you go to do winter sports?
I've went a couple of times snowboarding, but it's not my vibe. I prefer to stay at home, be warm, and be in front of my computer.
Oh, that sounds so chill though.
Right,
Yeah, yeah.
bro. I love this huge amount of Ling.
Yeah.
I mean, just these. Like some players transition away from Lings in the mid and late game, but like Tanibus has never been one of these players. He's been known to just hold down that Z button and just, you know.
Oh, but actually this drop here, I was looking for that. This drop here is actually going to return all of Tanibus' army home, which will give enough time maybe for Almighty to set up more tanks, more defenses. Maybe I would have liked to see him demolish and go all in on these evolution chambers.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
yeah.
I'm very confused as to why he didn't keep. And he can see it's already researching. He would have canceled the +3 melee,
Yeah.
which is huge.
Yeah, as we can see, actually.
Oh, and we
Zerk
see a
is ahead.
Trino glance as well, so we're gonna see cracklings, dude.
Yeah. Of course, this is what hives give you, right? The access to adrenal glands, and this is why you need to research the melee attacks. And not only because if you decide to switch to Ultralisks later on, the melee attacks are going to come into play again.
Bro, do you know what I really want to see right now? A Nidus, just in case.
Just like that.
Yeah, just a Nidus in case, because imagine if he catches him off guard
Ooh.
and is able to just.
Ultralisk cover.
Oh, the cavern's already
Yeah,
up. That's another thing I totally missed.
It is here, so Ultras can be an option.
And the plating, and he's already upgrading the plating for
Yeah.
ultras. So yeah, Tanibus is keeping his options open, and he's like gearing up to have a great late game Zerg composition.
But brother, we're actually receiving a very competitive game here.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like these players are very evenly matched in terms of experience, and even though Almighty is off racing, really good for him. And now is a very crucial moment because this is the first time in the game where Almighty is deciding to risk and position with his tanks on the other side of the map. This is very crucial because if his tanks get overrun right now, he will lose these very gas-heavy units. And I think that's exactly what's going to happen now. Oh, losing all these tech units that cost so much gas is just something that is so hard to come back from. Double the supply right now for Tanibus.
Yeah, now he's counterattacking.
And look at these medevacs. These medevacs might get caught out. If Tani has the sense, he will put... No.
Yeah, but they're ghost Medivacs. They don't have anything inside of
Hey,
them.
still, they're gas units. I mean,
That's
every
true.
gas units, every tech unit that you get off the Terran just puts them so
But
far
I'm
back.
so worried right now
Oh,
for
look,
Almighty.
he's morphing another 20 Banelings. I mean, I don't even think we're going to get to Ultras. I think if he just presses the issue right now. Oh, and 6 Ultras are morphing. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, they're going to pop out of this puny little X, and you see what the unit comes out of them. Yeah, this very heavy unit called the Ultralisk. I believe, like most of us, maybe during the Christmas holidays, they have gained up some weight, but I think that not like in our case, it's going to be helpful for them because now they're going to be extra tanky.
Look at the
against
stats on
Terrans.
those Ultras. Select one of these Ultras. You just look at that 5-3, like a 5-3 Ultra. Like, what do you do against that?
Ah,
That is just like a flesh mammoth.
oh my goodness, the Banelings, they're rolling in, they're exploding all of the economy here on the third base locations, and the
supply-
Ultralisks are swarming in, the Hydralisks are going to demolish this command center, it would seem, but no, they're just going to go for the throat. Tanibus is smelling blood in the water right now, and he's turning into a
Yeah, he's
big
definitely
white
closing
shark.
this one out. He's closing this one out. He will not turn back. He knows he's got the overwhelming advantage. And this is GG 1-0 for Litri Tanibus, our Bulgarian Zerg over here. But good try. Good try for
Great
the
try.
off-racing for Almighty. That was just
Great try,
that
actually.
was amazing to watch.
This was a super fun game.
That
I'm
was
just
a-
going to go out of the lobby just very quickly.
Yeah,
Yep,
same.
I'm here. Hello, guys. But yeah, I really liked this 16-minute game, Terran versus Zerg. It was pretty. It was pretty. And now we are actually going to see some highlights of it here in the early stages where the Hellions run by. They take 6 drones here. They survive. I really thought that this was great damage here out of Almighty, and He was actually here setting up for a very nice attack, but I think he got over eager. He swarmed in with the Medivacs and they died straight away without doing any damage. And here we can see that Tsanibus just had more than enough. These explosions were just nasty.
Tsanibus had such a good game sense on when exactly to pounce and when exactly to stay back in his base. So yeah, that's really good game sense from him.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god.
This is what I love seeing, just
Yes.
Marines exploding to Banelings. It's just such a beautiful thing to behold.
It is. It actually is. Yeah. But I like when mines pop Banelings as well. You know, it's a beautiful animation to see.
Oh, mines! I had like PTSD.
Yeah?
Forgotten about those things even. Like those are so cheap. Like that's
Oh
probably.
yes.
Like, why are all Terran units so cheap, dude?
I know, brother. I told you. For me, if it wasn't such a hard race to play, it could have been a little bit broken. Yeah, but this is the final push
Oh
here.
my goodness! Almighty is off racing again in this game
Oh
too.
my god, the balls of steel on this player. Nice.
Ooh la la,
yeah, big
dude.
cojones here. Big cojones here to
Yeah,
try
dude.
Terran again against Tsanibus. But he was close. Will he manage to fight back here on the second map? We will see as we are going to jump into the game right now. Nice.
Ah, good one.
Good one.
And here, guys, in the lower left, in the blue, we have Litri Tsanibus. And in the upper right, again, off racing with the red Terran, we have Almighty.
Woo, woo. My god, the people
That
in the
reminds me
studio are
of the
going
GSL
crazy.
studio. It's like, I'm tasteless, and you're like the GSL studio. That's exactly how that sounded. Awesome, dude. Awesome.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Good stuff, man.
that's
Yeah,
true,
this
that's
is,
true.
by the way, this is me and Exalted's first cast together, and we're having a blast, dude.
Yeah,
I can't
I hope
wait.
we can repeat it.
Yeah, we surely will. I
We-
mean,
we should.
these weekly Balkan circuits aren't going anywhere. Spoiler, you're going to be out of town next Saturday, but as soon
Oh,
as
yeah.
you're back, we're going to be picking it up, dude. Oh
Do
my
you know
God.
why I'm out of town?
Tell us. Why don't you tell us?
I'm going to go to the National Polish StarCraft 2 tournament, which is going to be played in Warsaw.
Nice.
Yeah, it's going to be super sick. Spirit is playing, Geralt is playing. Basically, all of the Polish players, they're super high level. The esports scene there is amazing, as you
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
you've
of
been
course.
to Katowice yourself.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm just super happy that I got invited to go see them play live. It's going to be a LAN tournament. So yeah, I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, look at you, dude.
Yeah, look at me, right? To go to Poland to see StarCraft, this is just so cool.
Yeah, I'm so glad that I've been like to so many countries just watching esports and
Right,
StarCraft in particular.
right.
You know, DreamHack Bucharest. You know, been a couple in Italy, and just man, it's really great. Really great to be able to travel and to watch esports.
Yes.
And to meet like-minded individuals, other
Yes.
gamers, other esports fans. It just makes you so much more worldly. You know, I'd much rather go to like a nerdy gaming event or like a cosplay event or like a tech conference rather than just go, you know.
To an EDM party or something like that, man.
No, EDM party is also kind of a sense of community, but like,
Sure.
but like going to like just to beach or like just to see sightseeing, you know, Colosseum and whatever. I mean, that's great. That's part of history.
Yeah.
But like when you go to one of these historical monuments, you don't really find community there. Yeah, you get memories, but you don't really find like-minded individuals that much, just people taking pictures. But when you go to like an event that centers around something that you're passionate about, be it something with like gaming or technology or whatever, it's not only that you travel, it's not only that you get new memories, but you also make new friends and,
Yeah.
and you get the vibe of the community
It's amazing.
out there. Yeah, it's
It is amazing. This is why I love the opportunity to host this event. So, you know, just this Belgians Elite is such a nice. It's such a nice platform, and I'm so happy that it is Bulgarian, so we can host such tournaments here, like we did last year, and like we are going to do so this year as well. And last year's event, I'm so happy because we actually got to meet several international fans that came to Bulgaria
Yeah.
to see the players live, and it was such a nice vibe to meet all of them. And even since then, I'm still in contact with fans that came, you know, because they're just so cool. So guys, really, if you have the chance to plan a trip to Bulgaria for this year, I think that all of us are going to have a great time. Just
Like, what I'm holding my fingers crossed about is that like it was the first time last year.
Yeah.
People were like, okay, what the hell is Bulgaria? you know, let's
Yeah, that's true.
Let's
That's
see
true.
like what is this even gonna happen? Like such a huge prize pool, such a stacked lineup in like a country half people haven't even heard of. You know, like not very many people would have made the jump and the risk. To, you know, new organizer. We haven't seen what their events look like, but
Yeah.
we did a great job. Pat yourself on the back and pat each and every one of our colleagues at Bullstream, BGE, everyone who did
Of
just
course,
such
our
an
partners
amazing
at
job.
Tech Hub as well for making this
Yeah,
possible, and
yeah.
Stara Zagora municipality for providing us with the beautiful summer theater, right?
Yeah, so now that the precedent has been set, now that we're announcing the next edition, everyone who's interested can check back on the VODs,
Yeah.
see the venue, see the level of organization, see the huge spectacle that we managed to do in September last year.
We have an after movie as well.
Yeah, so it's I hope a lot more people internationally come and experience Bulgaria, experience our hospitality, and experience the highest level of StarCraft that they can watch by far.
By far, absolutely. We
Okay.
had 3 world champions, brother, in
Yeah,
the
dude.
lineup. Yeah.
But back to this game, since it's already been 5 minutes, we've been yapping, but in the meantime, let's see what's been happening in this game. I see a fusion core already, so that a fusion core finishing up. This is how long we've talked, and the Spire going down, so this might be some aerial battles going.
Yeah, both
Like-
players are choosing to go for probably some air plays and all.
There's gonna be some Starship Troopers vibe in this game. I'm
Yeah,
seeing.
the big bad battle cruiser is already being queued up.
Yo, Battle Cruiser operational.
But in all honesty, battle cruisers, of course, they have fallen a little bit out of the meta. But because they have fallen a little bit out of the meta, they
Ooh,
can be
that was
unexpected.
cheeky. Did you see how Tani tried to save that drone
Yes.
by by nearly attempting to make a crawler? That was pretty cute. That was.
Yeah, that's true. Good reactions here, but
Yeah,
what
yeah.
I like is that we actually have a Spire here, because Corruptors, they can do quite well against battle cruisers.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much the only option. Like,
Yeah.
if a Terran heavily invests into air, like without Corruptors, there's pretty much no. Like maybe Infestor Hydra if you like
Yeah, okay.
catch him like really well, but like still, I think Corruptors are like a must.
Yeah,
when you're
Hydras
winning.
are good, of course. They are great, especially if the BC has already used its teleportation. But Corruptors, I prefer always. Mutas, though, are going to be the tech choice of Sunny, and that's normal. He doesn't know that there is a battle cruiser.
Like,
out.
as a Zerg player myself, like the only thing that bums me out about Corruptors is like sometimes I'll overmake them and then they'll switch back to ground, and like back in the day they didn't even have that skill to be able to puke on buildings, right? So and then you just have these useless bags of minerals and gas that are just floating around, like looking at the battle and just tying your supply up. So that was pretty much a bummer. It was
Ooh, the
always a
Mutas are going to
balancing
find the Hellions here. Hellions cannot shoot up, so this would be a good catch out of Bus, but he missed them a little bit, and now they're going to be going for the third base. There are no defenses here, and Almighty will realize that. The Queens are finally coming back to defend the location. The Bailing is going to fall down, and now these drones are in big danger. The Mutalisks are trying to counterattack.
Honestly, that was a very good defense. There were so many Hellions, and they could just one-shot such a huge number of Zerglings. And meanwhile, on the other side of the map, now this is the better economical damage. Just a handful of Mutas did so much more than this huge group of Hellions was able to.
Yeah, I'm a little bit confused by the upgrades of the Terran, though, because he is doing the Blue Flame for the Hellions, and he is doing Steam Pack as well. So
Yeah, that doesn't
I
really add up.
I would prefer to see one or the other, right? You either go Bio or you either go Mech. Transitioning out of BCs to Bio is a little bit tricky.
That doesn't make a lot of sense.
Mech is a little bit more seamless, so to say, in that regard. But you can make Bio work as well.
Sunny decided to do a Roach Warren at this point. What do you think that's all about?
Roaches are always tanky unit, right? They're easy to bulk up to, so, and they're basically Tiny Boost's favorite unit as far as I know. So you might not make the Roaches, but it's good to have the option, so to say,
Okay,
right?
fair enough, fair
Yeah.
enough.
And now we have a Mutalisk versus BC fight here.
Bro, I would have
have
loved
no
to
idea what's
see.
going on
I
here.
would have loved to see plating upgrades for these battle cruisers get
Oh,
started.
he didn't escape. He didn't escape, Rar. So close.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the Mutas, they have fallen, and it was a big investment out of Time Boost, though he's finally adding the
He should have
corruptors.
pulled them back, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it was pretty obvious that this BC is gonna annihilate those. I think
Yeah.
he should have pulled them back
BCs in
and
StarCraft 2 are not like
kept
BCs
them for harassment.
in StarCraft Brood War, because StarCraft Brood Wars BCs, they shoot so slowly. Here though, it's not the case.
Right. We see the Magfield Accelerator. This is the research for the Cyclones taking place. So Almighty just seems to be all over the place in terms of his unit composition
Yeah.
and like his upgrade plans. I'm still kind of confused. Like honestly, if it was me, I would probably try to get like armor upgrade for the BCs, because as you know, for these huge heavy HP units, armor upgrades just go such a long way, especially if they're facing units with like puny attacks such as the Mutalisks.
Yeah, but now they will be facing against the hard-hitting Corruptor.
Yeah, which definitely is different.
So, do you know why Time Boost also made the Roach Warren? Because he's thinking that
And now
he's
we have a
playing-
Thor in production. Bro, what is happening?
he's thinking that he's playing against mech, because usually you see mech transition out of the BCs. So this is why we have the Roach Warren here for sure. But the thing is that I don't even know what composition Almighty is going for. He's making a Thor, he's making a Cyclone, he's adding up 3 more barks here, you know, and I think he's all over the places, you said yourself, but if he manages to somehow get to 200 supply like that, it will be a scary army.
Hey, at least he'll have full range, but then again, what direction will he go with his upgrades? You can't upgrade everything, right?
Well, maybe we
technically you can if
maybe
you
we
mine the
think
map
that. Maybe we think that. Maybe Almighty has found another style of play. But the thing is that Time Boost is already on 4 bases. He has 84 drones.
By the way, I want to mention that like Tani's macro is just like, look at the energy on his queens. They have not missed. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
Like I think there hasn't been like more than 5 total seconds of like non extra larva injection,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is
yeah,
just
Wow, and he's spending the larva as well.
yeah. He's super on top of stuff.
Good play, Time Boost. But this game is very competitive. I like it. 11 minutes into it, we don't see a clear favorite, but Time Boost is the one that is 200 supply right now. So let's see now. There is a battle here in the middle of the map. Where are the Corruptors? They need to come and help these roaches.
Oh, I think this was an unfortunate engagement for the side of the Terran. He kind of got pounced on, and that might cost him the game.
Yeah, well, Time Boost's composition is very straightforward. The one that Almighty is playing with is a little bit unorthodox, and we can see that the Roaches and the Corruptors are going to be the victors here in this engagement, and I don't see an army left here for the Terrans.
Yeah,
so
this is over.
yeah, Time Boost is going to actually get the 2-0 here. Great play by Time Boost. Statis and Nitix, who will take it? Let's see right now.
All right, going into game 1 of the winners match for today on the Balkan circuit. Guys, on the upper left, we have in the blue, the Zerg, the Bulgarian legend. He is Nitix. And from Greece, coming in here with the red Protoss on the lower right, it is none other than Statis. Let's see. This is gonna be this is
Actually going to be sick. Both of these players are very high level players. Both of them are GMs. Both of them are... Actually, I don't know if Statis is a tournament winner, because I got introduced to this player during the Balkan Weekly circuit tournaments, but he won one of them. So
I don't
he's
know.
a tournament
I don't
winner.
know of too many Greek players, by the way.
Yeah, me neither. Me neither. So it's super refreshing to see a player out of that region.
So this could easily be one of the top Bulgarians versus one of the top Greeks. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah,
a very Balkan face-off over here.
Exactly, and I'm very happy that this tournament is international, you know, because we can get scenarios like this one. And already very standard openers by both players. We see that Statis couldn't block the hatchery of Nitix, which he would have liked to do, but Nitix on point with his build order. Because sometimes, Jonka, some of the Protoss players come very early with this probe, and they try to block your expand, and they force you to take the second
third.
archery.
Yeah. They'll force you to take the third.
Yes, which can actually
Even a pylon block.
uncomfortable.
Sometimes even a pylon block, I think, is so much worth it, because if you cancel it at the end, and even if you let it live, I mean, I wouldn't even cancel. Like I'm of the favor. I'd gladly throw 100 minerals away just to mess with my opponent like heavily.
Can I ask you something though?
Of course.
How did you and when did you choose to play Zerg?
Even before Brood War, as soon as I saw the Hydralisks in StarCraft 1, I was like, I know I look 20, but I'm actually 37. So I played StarCraft 1 on release date. Like I had the CD and everything, and like I played through the first campaign, like even before Brood War. Like the second I saw the Zerg, I was like a little heavy metal kid, and I was like, oh, Zerg's so metal. So there was no other option for me. I've been Zerg ever since StarCraft was a thing.
Do you know what race I main?
I do not.
Oh really?
I actually do not.
Well, I like the glorious Protoss pieces because back in the day I actually played StarCraft Brood War. I don't know if it's on launch date. I was 5 years old at the time, but it was my first ever computer game. My first ever.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah. Not Super Mario, not something like that. It was StarCraft Brood War, and I was playing the campaign, right? Without even realizing what I'm doing, but I saw the very heroic, very noble Protoss heroes, and I was like, alright, these are my people.
Like, what really attracted me to StarCraft from a very early age is that the three races are so well made, with like humans in the middle and then the two types of aliens on either side. Like, you know, on the less technological side, these very primal bug-like aliens, you know, because in the Alien movies, you know, there's always been two in humanity, in like our the way we think about aliens. There's always been two directions, like the ones that are very you know, bug-like, and the ones that are very like advanced and technological like. And just, I think the races in StarCraft are perfect, and they capture that so well.
Yes,
and,
yes.
And not only in terms of like design and in vibe, but even though in gameplay, just for example, take the worker. You know, the Zerg worker becomes the building. The Terran worker has to get engaged building it, but then at least he survives, whereas the Protoss worker just calls it down and is free to do anything. Like, there's so many little things that make the races very specific and to feel exactly as technological as they are, while still maintaining this perfect balance.
Whoa.
And yes,
wait
let's
a second.
get back into the game, because we see a Tempest.
What? He's going to go to Tempest Place so early on, and he's already researching the
Tectonic Destabilizer, dude. Oh my god, dude.
How do you know this upgrade? Okay, I see.
I just hovered the mouse over it, bro.
Because on this interface you can actually not see it. And I was like, how do you know?
I'm like, duh, the Tectonic Stabilizer, bro. Do you even StarCraft Exalted?
Yeah, right. But yeah, we have two Tempests coming out out of two starports.
And a Nidus going down for Nidix as well. So
oh my god, this game is going to go crazy, brother. This is going to be a crazy
and it might
game.
go short. It might go short too.
But the thing is that actually Nitix did a blow here. He denied the third base, which is quite substantial. I like that play a lot out of Nitix.
I was gonna make a dumb joke.
Yeah. now you kind of have to make it though.
You said he's doing blow. I'm like, really? Is that why he's all over the place so much?
Well, the Nidus is here. Does Status see it?
Yeah, he definitely sees it.
But he isn't reacting to it.
He is not.
He is not reacting to it.
He is way overconfident. Like, imagine if 40 Zerglings pour out of there. What are you going to do then?
The Tempests aren't going to do nothing, and the Zerglings are actually pouring in a complete missile.
This is exactly what I meant, is this could be a short one, because even though the Tempests are so powerful, like, what do they do in this situation?
They do nothing, bruh.
Yeah, exactly. They do nothing.
They just come here and watch from the first row, given, you know, their the best seats
I
in
think
the
this is over,
in the map,
dude.
but the Lynx are here and they're
Bro,
just
I think
drinking.
Nidix just ran away with this one. He just stole it.
Yeah, he was like, nope, this is my game.
Both of them came in with
my
a plan.
God.
Both of them came in with a plan, but it was just a build order win, dude.
Brother, so much creep here in the main of the Protoss, and he cannot be aggressive actually. And there is another knight is starting up right in front of the natural. So yeah,
Yo.
this might be a short game.
Like, even if it's not over, like, this is just gonna be an uphill climb for Status all the way, like, to the 20-minute mark. If
But the
this-
thing is that he has more workers, so Nitix really needs to do economical damage, and yeah, there is basically nothing to defend here, just Tempests. Yeah, 3 Tempests, very nice, and Oracle, very nice as well. But the Lynx, they're just going to pour more and more
although
into the
the
base.
supply does say a very different story.
But
It
this
tells
is
a
because of
different
the
story.
workers, though.
It is. But like, see, he's keeping on, dude.
He is keeping on. He is keeping on, but Lynx are destroying more and more probes here. The shoot battery will not be able to come up, and I think that Nitix was very smart to actually
I think
target
Nitix
that.
should stop and re-drone though, because he's gonna be getting diminishing returns from this point. Like he did he totally destabilized the Protoss. Let's just see if this starport gonna go down. Yep,
Yeah,
goes
it
down.
will.
Yeah, Stargate actually.
Yeah, it is a Stargate. Starport doesn't matter. It's a unit that makes airships, right? It's a
Yeah.
building that makes airships. So you're on point. 13 probes go down though, and finally.
Is he gonna heavily re-drone? No,
and
only
fi-
6 drones.
well,
in the making.
finally, we have drones in the production tab, and I think it's a perfect timing because
Yeah.
he needed the army in order to
Oh,
deal
and
the
Lynx
damage.
harassing the third, and he even put a third down. Status has a third down that's totally not getting utilized, and it's now even gonna go down. So that's just like 500 minerals, including this pylon over here, just down the drain. This Oracle is gonna try. Is it? He shouldn't have moved. He should hard commit to just taking this Nexus out. Okay, good.
Yeah,
Good.
he will take the Nexus out. That's good, but how he will
now,
defend
yeah, exactly. What are we gonna do
Tempests?
against these 4 Tempests? Because
Well,
they are.
he is building a spare, and the spare is a building that takes a long time to complete, right? So he planted it in the probably in the perfect moment, and yeah.
These 4 Tempests might also be like a huge deal, because how do you deal with this? Like, see, he's trying to borrow a spore under him. Oh my goodness! Did he not see that spore get? I think one of them is gonna get taken out by the spore.
Oh, so
Almost.
close!
He's so low, and now he's chasing it with the queen, throwing that away. Dude, this is a nail biter. Like, this went. I don't even know what.
I
to
thought that
expect.
Nitix is winning when he was swarming the Lynx, but now the Tempests are here, and you can see with their upgrade how dangerous they are.
And like they one-shot the spore. Like
yeah.
4 of them one-shot the spore.
Exactly.
It's like you can't.
But Corruptors are coming. Corruptors are actually pretty good against Tempest, but this
But they're gonna get one shot as
this
well.
layer is going to fall, brother.
It's gonna be 3 volleys. It's just gonna be 3 volleys.
Oh, you double layer falls! Oh my god! And now he's going to actually recall them. So great snipe here out of Status. Sniping not 2 hatcheries, but a layer as well.
Ah, dude.
Oh my god!
I think this game's stabilized right now.
And he's transitioning to 2 robotics facilities, which is going to be a big surprise here for Nitix if he doesn't
He's gonna
realize
see it though.
soon.
He's gonna see it.
Is he though? With what?
Yeah, with the corruptors. I think so. I think so.
We'll see,
is he
we'll
not?
see.
Is he not gonna rotate the corruptors down? Come on. He's gonna. No, dude. He does not. Oh no, he does not see the forge.
Now he will
Yeah,
see.
he knows. He knows. He knows.
He knows, yeah.
He knows.
Now what do you do
And
against these
did
two
he see
robots,
it's a
though?
double? Can you see? Can you see his view?
Yeah, he saw.
He saw double.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Do you think he selected him?
I believe he saw them. I really believe because in the it was in the morphing time, and you
Hold
can
on. Let
see
me
the
ask him in
outlines.
chat. Hey, did you see the 2 robo? Hey, bro, did you see double robo?
Look now, what Nitix needs
Cancel.
to do though.
He needs to cancel.
Nitix needs to
okay, good, he canceled.
pressure the Protoss here on the 3rd base, and
He
he,
is,
must
he is.
mustn't allow him to actually take up 3rd base.
Yeah, yeah. If he denies him from taking a 3rd base, then he's gonna get the overwhelming macro advantage. Because look at these Tempests getting focused down.
Yeah.
He should have
actually.
committed. He should have done more. I think he could have easily gotten another one.
Well, but the thing is that we have a
Oh, and
battery
then there's a
overcharge.
carrier now building, by the way.
Okay, because he doesn't have gateways to build anything different, and we see that he has a lot of minerals in the bank. But Immortals is what I want to see, and Immortals is what I am seeing, which is a nice transition, because if we get to a position where we have like 10-11 Immortals, then it becomes super difficult even for the Lynx to take them
Yeah,
on.
those are super hard to deal with.
Yeah.
Right, see, I like how Status is posturing with every bit of army he has on the 3rd, because he realized how crucial it is for
It
him
is
to
crucial.
establish the 3rd. If he gets denied here on the 3rd one more time, he's going to start mining out, and that's not a position you want to be at. As you can see, his main is almost nearly mined out. His natural is on the way to get mined out, and he needs to actually start thinking about a 4th even. because if he does not, he will start getting choked out economically.
Yeah, Status is doing the
And this
storm upgrade,
carrier
though.
got taken out even before its interceptors were complete, so that's just a huge bummer.
Oh,
Huge
the
investment.
high temper here got sniped as well. We don't see Storm just yet for them, so yeah, good snipes here out of Nitix, who managed to stabilize. He
By the
now
way,
has
look at that
4
supply.
hatcheries.
Dead even.
Dead even, yeah.
Dead
We have an
even.
amazing game
Yeah.
on our hand. And do you remember how it started with the Dao Tempest
Bro,
play?
I thought that
What?
was like
And a
I
Nidus.
thought-
And a Nidus.
When those links started pouring in from the Nidus and there was only like 2 or 3 Tempests, I was like, he can't do anything.
Yeah.
But thankfully, he was able to stabilize over there because that would have been over. That was almost over there in the beginning. But
Brother,
yeah.
what a game.
Yeah,
What a game,
yeah,
actually.
yeah.
Yeah,
And look,
yeah.
he's long distance mining right now a little bit. Okay, now that the Nexus is complete, as well as 2 assimilators as well, it's clear that Status is stabilizing. But in the
He is.
meantime, the Nidus is still. By the way, this Nidus has been staying there, and he's been poking through it all along.
Yeah, really, this Immortal should shoot it down.
Yeah, they
Oh
should.
my goodness, it's not even one Immortal, it's
5 of them.
all of the Immortals.
Well, if you've played
wow, this is
StarCraft,
beautiful.
you know how tanky these units are. Just like these Immortals are just like so buff. It's like if there's a Protoss unit that regularly goes to the gym, it's definitely the Immortal.
Yeah. They have their New Year's resolution on point, man.
Yeah, bro. Look at those arms they got.
Yeah.
Those dudes are buff.
Nice. And,
And,
they're all natural.
And look at that.
So
Yeah,
they say.
natty Immortals. But dude, look at him just instantly morphing into Archons. He's not even playing around. Like he knows that against the composition of Nitix right now, he could easily lose High Templars even before they get to pop their storms off. So he's opting to just go Archons, and
Oh,
of course,
brother, I'm
Archons
scared. I'm
just
scared for Nitix.
boil. They just boil Bio. But very weird engagement. That one Archon shouldn't have been in front alone.
But Immortals, they do so well against Roaches, and we see only Roaches
yeah.
here for Nitix. Nitix doesn't have the army to actually defend that many Immortals, in my opinion, Jonka. And he's actually going to pull the drones. Keep in mind, though, drones do a surprising amount of damage to Immortals.
Yeah, Immortals are really good against armored units, guys.
Yeah.
If you don't know, they get bonuses against armored units, but against Lings, okay, but he's gonna recall him. He's gonna save.
Oh, but there is
and
one
this-
Immortal here. He can
Run.
get it for free.
Run! No,
Oh,
he's
the
gonna
drones,
get surrounded.
the
Yeah, it's
drones
gonna
are
get-
such savages, brother. They heard you talk about the Immortals of being so buff, and they were like, bro, do you see our arms? yeah. And I think that Nitix losing just 5 of them here is actually happy about that.
Yeah, StarCraft is like unit compositions in StarCraft and unit counters are just like this huge game of rock paper scissors. You know, Immortals are amazing against some units, and then they just totally fold against others. It's very crucial to know exactly how many of each units to have in your composition and which unit engages with which other unit. That is
Yeah.
the core of being successful in StarCraft. It's not only about supply, it's not only about mass and positioning. It's also very much about the bonus damages and bonus resistances of these units.
Yeah, of course. And this is actually, I think, the trickiest thing to master in StarCraft 2. When to transition and to what. This, for me personally, was the thing that took most time to learn.
Sanibus in chat says there is no battery imba charge anymore.
I would actually kind of argue about that because the new overcharge, from what I hear out of the professional Protoss players, is that they actually like the new battery overcharge more.
Look at these 4 corruptors just chilling out here in the lower left.
Yeah, they were kind of puking. I think they had a rough night last night. They were puking on the simulator, but
Man, Friday night, you know,
it was a Friday night. Yeah, we excuse them. Yeah, that's true.
they were probably out clubbing.
Yeah. Were you with them?
Yeah, we went over to the spawning pool and we had a bunch of drinks.
Nice.
Just being cool at the spawning pool.
Yeah. It's a nice Friday night activity.
Yeah.
Yeah, have been there several times
Okay,
myself.
there's a number of
I can say that
Nitix
Kerrigan
units.
is a regular.
Oh yeah, she was there last night too. But she was with Raynor, so I decided not to talk to her.
Yeah, better.
I didn't want to
Now,
get
attack of
shot.
Nitix here on the
Okay.
third base, but what do you do about this Protoss army here? Oh my god, the storms were
Those
just
storms were so.
crazy,
Like, I
my
mean,
God.
those weren't even necessary. Those drones would have gotten destroyed by the units themselves
Yeah,
because it was such a surround. But like, it's so satisfying to
Yeah.
just fry a bunch. But like right now, he could have used those storms on these mutas, which would have been possibly a little bit better. But it's it's
It
better.
was a flex storm.
Yeah, it was
oh
a
my
flex
god,
storm.
no, the Archons! Oh my goodness, the Archons demolished the mutas!
Oh,
Oh my god,
yeah,
this is
I was
it.
about to say.
GG.
Yeah, I was about to say
What
this is
a
over.
game! Statis manages to close it out, but what a game! What was this, Jonker?
Yo,
what
that
did
was-
we see?
Well, that was very fitting of a winner match.
Yeah, but this was a crazy winner match
Yeah,
there.
that was
Yeah,
really
yeah,
good.
it
That was
wasn't.
really good. That was anybody's game up until
It
like
was anybody's
2 minutes before the end. It was anybody's game, but like that massive Immortals, I don't think like there was kind of like a base trade going on. A lot of Nitix's army was towards the bottom
the other
left
side, yeah.
at the end, and he just got super exposed.
Yes, yes, the Immortals, very good. And yes, Nitix did make the correct choice to go to the Mutas, right? But the Archons.
Archon. By the way, that
Bless
was a good read to make those Archons instead of keeping all of them, and that's by the way that's versus Zerg. That's such a good composition, like Archon Immortal.
Yeah.
I very rarely see that combination, to be honest, but it's
I think this is the best composition.
yeah. Looking at it right now, this is just a really good.
One of the only ways to actually stop it completely and to shut it down is to go for Greater Spire Broodlords.
Yeah, I can't even. Yeah, I was thinking like, what is a good counter to that comp? Because like you have splash.
Yeah.
You have
Nothing on the
anti-air,
ground can actually.
and
can
then
do
you
that.
have and then you
Yeah.
have like these like the single target for armor. Just, it's a really hard composition to deal with, and we saw Status utilize that beautifully here.
Yeah, yeah, and this
So,
these
yeah,
storms
very,
here.
yeah, those flex storms, those were totally unnecessary.
No, I love them. I love
Those
them.
were
More
flex.
of those, please.
Those were
But this is the moment where the splash damage of the Archons.
yeah. And
this
do
is
you
it.
see that animation canceling that he was doing on top of everything else? He was even animation canceling and stutter stepping those Archons. But no time to analyze this game and to get hyped because we are already into the next game. So let's see. It's game 2. We have Status 1 point up, 1-0 for him. And in the lower left, again, it is him, Status, Protoss in the blue.
Yeah, and in the
upper
top
right,
In the top right, brar, we're going to have the Bulgarian Zerg player fighting for his number 1 spot here. Will he manage to tie up the series? Ladies and gentlemen, I want to see your support in the chat for Nitix!
let's see it. Let's see it. And Twitch chat, you've been a little bit slow. I'm looking over at Twitch chat every few seconds, wondering what y'all are gonna say to us, and you've been quiet.
Yeah,
so
don't be shy.
Yeah,
don't be shy. You know?
Oh, and in that exact moment, Ren7 says casters are killing it. How can I not read that?
Yeah, thank you, bro.
Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much.
It's because of Jonka's voice,
No,
for sure.
Come on. By the way, I have not casted a StarCraft game in over 10 years.
The big return.
In literally over 10 years, so I'm very, very rusty, and I'm really happy that you're enjoying it. And sorry if sorry if I'm very out of the meta. I have not read the patch, but like StarCraft is in my blood, so.
Yeah, I think this is enough. You know, when you have the passion for the game and
Yeah.
when you basically know some of the units, right? You know, you can
know
try.
some of the units, bro. In HOTS beta, like I just got a flex, bro. In HOTS beta, my account was in GM. All right, I'm just saying.
Ooh.
I'm just saying, my account was in GM in HOTS beta.
Picture or it didn't happen.
I just opened my account. It's still on the history.
Pick or it didn't happen.
It's still on the history, bro.
Okay, we will double check it.
I'll check it.
I mean, I believe you, of course. Wow.
All right, let's see what openers are the players going to be choosing. Like Nitix is on the back foot. Like, do you think he's feeling the pressure now? Do you think he's going to opt for a safer build now that he's one down?
Knowing Nitix, he could choose to go for the exact opposite, in all honesty. But
Yeah.
let's
By the
see.
way, we have not seen even one cheese today.
Yeah, we haven't. Yeah, that's true. Almighty tried to go for the cheeky BC surprise
But that's not really a cheese.
But it
though.
isn't
like,
really a cheese, yeah. It's more of a...
Man, I miss
tempo-oriented
MSRM.
play.
Where is he? Where's MSRM?
he's actually playing Stormgate tournament right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
he.
He's actually very high.
Yeah, I
highly
heard.
ranked, yeah.
I remember in Star Zagora, in between like his matches, he was also playing online
Yeah.
in Storm.
He-
By the way, how is that game doing? Is it?
I don't know, brother. I think it's getting better and better. But the thing is that I played it a little bit in the early access, and it just wasn't that what I expected. But it has an active development team, and I really hope that they get the appropriate funding in order to complete the project, because they have potential. It's the game just isn't there where it's supposed to be.
Yeah,
right now.
even though I'm not a fan of it, I'm just so up for any RTS.
Yes, exactly.
Just because it's an RTS, and
Exactly.
that's a genre that's dying, and it's such a shame to see, because like computer gaming literally arose from games like Age of Empires, like Warcraft, like StarCraft, like Command and
Generals.
Conquer.
Yeah.
Just like these amazing games that were like instrumental for putting PC gaming on the map are just like a relic of the past now. Everyone's playing MOBAs now. Everyone's playing like competitive shooters. There's so many indie games. There's so many new genres. Gacha games are all over the place, and like it seems there's such a lack of love for RTS and not to mention TBS. Like I'm also a huge turn-based strategy nerd. Like one of my other favorite games is Heroes 3.
Oh, yeah,
if,
sure.
If you have gray or white hair, you probably know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the other ones, look it up on Google. Yeah.
Yeah, Heroes of Might and Magic 3. I play this weekly.
Did you like Heroes of Might and Magic 4 though?
No, I do not.
What? Why are you such a hater?
Because there
bro?
is Heroes of Might and Magic 3, and there's no use for another game in the series after 3. Come on.
Yeah, the 5 was nice as well. I liked it.
But,
It was
but 3.
it was resembling the third. Yeah. No, 3 is the best. I agree with you. But I have some fond memories with Heroes of Might and Magic 4 as well, because
Oh, look at that Ling run by. Sorry.
yeah.
ooh,
Where are the links? They're running back so fast I cannot catch them, but the Oracle can catch them. But the thing is that Heroes of Might and Magic 4, I liked it. It had heroes in the battle. It was different.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just different. It wasn't what Heroes is, but it was different.
Like the main thing that like really I think makes Heroes 3 just timeless is the graphics. For some reason, all the other games just start looking dated after some years. But like if you look at a screenshot from Heroes 3, which guys is a game from 1998, right? If you look at a screenshot from it's beautiful. Even to this day, it just looks gorgeous. It looks amazing. Every pixel is where it should be, and that's just it's so hard to do. Like when you go into 3D, games start deteriorating in the way they look after a few years because like all the advances in
Oh, yeah.
technology.
Yeah.
Whereas Heroes 3 it has this timeless look.
Can you remember when the PlayStation 2 was out and we were like mind blown with its graphics?
Yeah.
And now if it doesn't seem like perfectly realistic, we're like, meh.
You know exactly,
have become so
that's,
spoiled.
and that's why I think Heroes 3 is so special because it still looks beautiful to me. It's like one of
You
the most
know
beautiful
what I
games.
really like? The remastered version of the Brood War game.
Yeah.
I think they did a great job with the remastering.
And Diablo 2, like the
Yeah, that's true.
resurrected Diablo
Yeah.
2 looks so good.
It is.
Like both the StarCraft and the Diablo remakes look exactly the way I remember them in my nostalgia, like when I first saw them as a kid. That's exactly how they looked to me.
Exactly. They did a perfect job. They kind of failed with the Warcraft 3 Reforged.
Yeah, let's not mention that.
Yeah,
we
but-
don't talk about that.
Yeah, that never happened.
Yeah,
That
we
just
don't
never
talk about
happened.
that. Ooh, okay. We see Roach speed. We see Hydra speed and a bunch of Hydras getting morphed. I love this.
Yeah, it's
Like,
getting harder and harder to be observing here, guys. I'm trying to show you everything that is going on, but these guys are very fast. Now we see some.
Oh, look at this surround! Look at this beautiful surround
Link's
on these.
coming
Oh,
here.
but they have blink.
They do.
Okay,
Yeah.
they can escape this
Of
surround.
course,
This is great.
yeah.
Right, every Hydra game is a good game though. So I see a bunch of Hydras in production. I'm happy. The Hydras always make for a great show.
Yep.
But I'm not very impressed with Nitix's creep spread, to be honest, because especially when you're planning on playing Hydras, you should be very preemptive with your creep spread, which
But-
I don't think he's doing that
No,
much.
another thing that he's focusing on, and I would argue that this is actually not a bad thing to focus on, is expanding. You see, he already
Yeah,
has
I do see that.
6 hatcheries. Now he just needs to survive. Technology-wise, he's going to go up to hive very soon. He already has
Look,
the
he's gonna
infestation
blink
pit
back.
finished.
Look, he's gonna blink back now and bait him into the status in the stasis
Yeah,
wars.
but Nitix has already played a lot of times against Stasis, and he knows what to expect. A lot of state these traps. But the thing is that these talkers, though, there are so many.
How is he gonna deal with this?
No chance. No chance to respond. A lot of his investments into upgrade that I don't even know if it's correct one or not, but yeah, I'm happy that that map is out of the pool because I really didn't know how to pronounce it. But what I do know how to pronounce is the nicknames of these players that we are about to see right now in the top right side of Amygdala. We are going to find the hatchery of the red Zerg player, and this, ladies and gentlemen, is Nitix.
And on the lower left, we have with the blue, Litri Zanibus.
Zanibus.
We have the GLHFs, good-mannered players here, wishing each other luck.
Yeah, very gentleman.
This is a funky
Like-
map, by the way, with all these like the high yield minerals with like the rocks blocking.
This one though, this one is something that is very creepy first and foremost,
Yeah.
and it's something that is blocking the center area of the map, but it has a diminishing health. So right from the start of the game, these blockers lose health.
So they're kind of on a timer.
Yes,
So if you're
exactly.
not aware of this map, it's kind of like a timer goes on, and at some point during the game, these alternate routes open up, which kind of gives the map a very dynamic feel.
It does. I love the two logos here being fit on the same screen. Amazing. But the thing is that you cannot actually access this area before that blockers are destroyed.
Or you could mine the high yield minerals as well. That's another way to go through. It's only 900. There's a small patch, as you can see. There's two small patches of 900 each, and those are kind of easy to mine through.
Yeah, true. Especially when you have those greedy drones.
Or for Terrans with the whatchamacallits, mules.
Actually, fun fact. Mules are not to be used on golden minerals.
Yeah, diminishing returns unless you're.
No, the thing is that they actually carry less.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
But they can mine together with an SCV.
That's
so
that is true. That is true. And if you have like 20 CCs, right? Orbital
yeah.
commands. Yeah, you can actually.
And this map has like everything. It's got high yields. It's got rocks. It's got these new tumor things blocking. It's just like a lot of stuff. It's
And it
also
has
got
two
the-
Zergs as well.
Yeah.
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 It has stones and sticks and stones. You know.
Build orders, hand in hand right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and the third. Okay, there we have the first variants here. Tanya is going for the early third, whereas Nitix is not opting for that. Rather, he is putting down the Roach Warren and an Evo. So he's walling off.
Yeah, he's actually opting to play from two bases, and we see a super quick layer out of him. And brother, I'm going to tell you straight away, two base Zerg plays, very dangerous.
Yeah, this is a very, very crucial difference. Like this is the huge difference because yeah, 3 bases is 3 bases if you can hold on to them, and then you can get a huge advantage economically. But if you don't, then it's over. So
Because yeah,
Nitix-
the two base Zerg, they as you can see, they take up a little bit quicker, right? Because if you are disregarding the economical play, you need to excel at something else, right? And usually the technology is that thing, and we are going to be seeing the Roach upgrade being started so quickly.
yeah, StarCraft has always been a game of controlled greed.
Oh yeah, that's actually a
You
nice way
have
to put it.
to tippy-toe exactly on the line.
So he tried to block this. No.
And he almost did. He
He
almost
almost did. Oh my goodness! Again, good game sense, but the timing was off for him. And the Lynx, the Lynx are here. They're just eating these drones for breakfast,
and they're gonna keep eating. And they're gonna keep eating.
Yeah, because they're greedy,
Attack.
right?
I would attack. Yeah, I would attack with the drones. At this point, there's nothing else to do. You just gotta make those drones
Oh
attack.
my God! 20,
Huge
18.
economic.
Okay.
And like all the
my
advantage, all the potential advantage that Sunny could have had through this third hatch is entirely gone.
Oh my God!
This is 1,000 minerals worth of workers and so much lost economy. I mean,
1.5 thousand even.
Yeah. This
oh my
is
God.
just. Oof. Yeah, I just meant 20 drones and let alone the other stuff. Yeah, hugely in Nidix's favor right now.
But let's see. Tiny has some links here, but the Roach is already out. But these two Roaches, oh my god, Tiny Boost is going to pour all of his aggression onto them. Like, you're going to kill my drones, I'm going to take your Roaches, but...
This is such an uncomfortable place to play from.
Yeah.
Like just so demoralizing. In the beginning of game one, you start with like an economy mindset, and then you just get shut down so hard, and you're stuck playing catch up for the rest of the first games. It sucks. And like
it does.
you're trying to re-drone up, you're trying to like barely survive, and the other guy's already like pummeling you with like corrosive biles from his Ravager, and you're like sitting there on no tech.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
tricky position to be in, and
What are the workers looking like though? 42 to 37.
and in the meantime, Nidix might be a little bit late with it, but he's already got his third hatch up. So in terms of bases, they're already even. But Nidix is on such a stable position now.
Yeah, because he already has the lair tech as well, which
And
is
let's not
crucial
forget,
here.
he's already like a quarter of a way done with his missile attacks level 2, whereas Tani's is just starting the level 1. You know,
Yeah.
so that's this.
This is what starting on two bases gives you, just advantages in technology and upgrades, but you really need to find damage with such type of play, and Nitix
And
did
now
find
the
the
third
damage.
is on its. I was gonna say it's on its way to go down, but.
But
might
even
save
if it doesn't though, 7 workers still fall down,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is again a big blow.
Yeah, supplies is more than double in Nidix's favor. I think this one is pretty much done. I don't wanna make this sound anticlimactic, but
Then don't make it sound anticlimactic.
well, bro, I mean,
You're contradicting yourself, but yeah, this is it. GG, Nitix
as I said, yeah,
takes the
this was
first map win.
Such a quick win, under 7 minutes. Yeah, that was a quick one. It was just,
Yeah, it was a Grandmaster Zerg player.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's,
showing us what to do.
It's such a bummer though, because Tanibus performed so well in his previous series, and I was really looking forward, but just Nitix just bopped
I want
him,
to see a cheese out of
bopped him.
Tiny Boost. Just go
Yeah.
for the
lobby.
go for the lobbies. The first step. Yeah, that's true. But go for something like maybe just extractor, spawning pool, and ZZZ.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that could be a thing.
That could be a thing, yeah, and it has been a thing for quite a while, right? Actually, I have seen players go up to very high MMR just cheesing.
MSRM is a really good example of that. I'm not.
No, bro, Rem is in a league of his own.
I'm not
in
dunking
that
on
regard.
him. I'm not dunking on
Yeah,
him.
yeah,
I
yeah.
love what he does.
He's super creative, and the thing
yeah.
is that even when you know that something like this will come, you kind of can never prepare for it.
Yeah, it's
Special. I think it's special. Map number 2 is going to be Ley Lines.
and this could potentially be the last map for the day.
Yeah.
So let's
For an
savor
amazing
it.
day, actually, because I have had so much fun. I
Yeah,
hope
dude.
you guys in the chat as well. But here we are in the potentially final map, if, of course, the player in red, who is currently located in the bottom left side, Nitix, can double his lead up.
And on the upper right, we have again Litri Zanibus in the blue.
I thought, oh my god, Tiny Boost heard me. He's going to go for the extractor link.
Now he just did an extractor trick.
Yeah, yeah,
For
yeah.
those of you who don't know, that's like a really cheeky way to get a little bit quicker extra drone by making one of your drones into a building, then canceling it and going one above your maximum supply.
Yeah, and well,
It seems both of them did an extractor trick.
Yeah,
by the
yeah,
way,
this
so
is the
that
meta right
seems
now.
to be meta. Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. Apparently, this is meta to do extractor trick now.
because it actually allows you to get out the queen just a little bit quicker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so neck and neck in terms of production right now.
Yeah.
Let's see who's going to opt for a third hatchery, if someone.
Yeah, well, let's see. Because Nitix's build last game was just flawless, and
I doubt Tani is going to do a third hatch after what happened to him last game.
I
by the
wouldn't
way.
be surprised if Nitix repeats the build. In all honesty. Because if it's not broken, don't fix it, right?
Literal neck and neck timings on everything. Spawning pool, extractor, just everything is exactly mirrored at this point. Even the Overlord scouting patterns are exactly the same right now. So these players definitely know what they're doing. They're playing as optimal StarCraft as they can.
Yeah.
Little high five, little Overlord high five passing by each other here.
Yeah, they're kind of doing some like love winkings.
I can't wait to see the first deviation by one of the players.
Oh, actually, this is my favorite soundtrack of the game.
I can barely hear it. in my
It's the
headset.
Terran soundtrack. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
Terran soundtrack is really
No, but the
good.
Terran soundtrack is very nice with the guitars and everything.
Yeah, we said no singing on stream.
Yeah, we did. But how can I not? I feel happy, you know? We have a saying here in Bulgaria that whoever sings isn't thinking a new thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So both of them obviously are starting the link speed. Pretty standard. Still, there's no deviation. Although, no. See 4 lings here on the side of Tani.
Yeah, of course. This is
Slight-
very standard. This is
slight
the most
deviations.
standard opener we can see
Yeah.
from both of them, and I believe that soon enough we're going to actually see a planted Bailing Nest, as we can see.
Thirds came down
Already.
for both of them exactly at the same timing. Tani a little bit earlier on the Bailing Nest, as you see.
Yeah, let's say if Nitix actually decides to go for a Bailing Nest, I think that he should.
Like, I
but
mean, in ZVZ, it's just two good Baneling hits can just throw the entire game on
in
its
the
head.
early game, it's mandatory in my opinion, unless you're going for a very fast Roach Warren, which, in all fairness, Mr. Nitix
Is exactly what he's doing,
yeah. So that's good because Bailings are just amazing. But the thing is that they don't do that well against Roaches. So I think that Nitix's Roaches are going to be on time.
Yeah.
And actually, he has links here already shelling away at this third base.
But are they though? Because we see a couple of Banelings morphing already. If they can do a good amount of economic damage, then it will be worth it. Like if he can just
But the
manage
Bailings are
to
here
get him
defensive.
exactly into the drone line.
But they're defensive Bailings though. They're very far away from the other side of the map. Yeah, so
I thought he was morphing them.
that would have been nice. But he needs them to defend here, as Nitix is already circling around with his legs.
By the way, I'm not a huge fan of defensive Bailings in ZVZ.
I'm-
And the third, Tani's third just gets sniped, dude.
I'm a huge fan of Bailings in defensive Bailings in ZVZ because you can actually defend pushes like that. And we see that actually Nitix is smelling blood. He is not droning up at all. He's just sending links after links after links. He is actually not going to even use his Roach Warren as he is already here. The Hungry Links are diving on top of the
Yo, is he gonna
drones.
get bopped?
He
oh
is
my
going
god, he's
to.
gonna get bopped.
This
dude.
is it.
Oh no.
This is it, bruh. The
Oh,
drones
this
are
is
just
it.
defenseless. They're
This is it.
defenseless.
There's nothing.
Where are the Bailings? There are no Bailings.
There's nothing.
Cymbals,
There's a bunch of lings morphing in,
no.
but even if he cleans it up with these, it's again he's gonna be playing on the back foot, and I don't think they're not gonna be in time, dude. He literally has no workers left.
Yeah, my goodness. Oh,
It's over, dude.
this
Oh.
damage is just too much. Nitix manages to just completely blindside Tiny Boost here on ley lines, and I just don't see any economy, any army here. 4 army supply left for Tiny Boost. The Banelings are morphing, but they will not morph in time, and GG is called.